this bad. Now I'm getting consistent dropping internet connection every other day, at least 2 to 3 times a day, or 2 to 3 times a week. This never used to be an issue. Of course, it never was an issue when you first get your connection and everything, and then after about a year of having it, it starts doing this. It doesn't help that I somehow, for some reason, have 2 internet connections. Like, I don't know why there's 2 different connections that I can connect to, both that have the same password that my dad set up. I don't get the purpose of this. I don't care. I just don't understand. And then, of course, if I go to ask my dad about it, he'll say, no, there's only 1 connection. Or something stupid, because that always happens. There was one time I tried to tell him, oh, well, I can't play my Xbox because I need an Ethernet cable connected to it. And he was like, no, you don't. I'm like, literally, I could not connect with Wi-Fi back at the time. There was time where I could not connect with the Wi-Fi. And he was like, no, you don't need the internet. You don't need the cable connected. Actually, at the time, I did. It's just whenever I try to explain something to him, he always does not believe me for shit. And so, if I would go to him and say, why is there 2 internet connections? Why does it keep dropping? He'll be like, it's not. Or something. I'm fucking annoyed. Sorry, everyone. Like, there should be no reason that freaking happened. It keeps doing this. I don't get it because now I got a split video. I don't mind highlighting my videos. I hate when I lose my internet connection and my videos split into 2 parts. Because then the second part is literally like 30 minutes long. 40 minutes long. And then I... Damn it. Slobs, you're so slow. There you go. There you go. Fortunately, I couldn't name him Praise Helix because it doesn't fit. Alright, that's enough of that. Come on, slobs. Why do you like Praise Helix? Yes, Praise Helix. I hate how slobs, like, takes forever for me to, like, load up pictures and shit. Alright, enough of the Praise Helix. As much as Ammonite is everyone's god and savior... As much as Ammonite is the god of Twitch Plays Pokemon... I got the god of Twitch Plays Pokemon. Enough said. And, well, congrats on getting your Primeape, though. But I literally got the god of the Twitch Pokemon universe. It has something to do with the fact that no matter what happened or whatever, seeing as it was Twitch Plays Pokemon... Something about the Helix fossil not getting, like, removed or you can't like throw out key items or something to do with that. I think like there was a bunch of different like items that they kept like accidentally tossing or something, or you can correct me. It's been a while since I've watched it, but you can correct me, anyone who's actually watched it. But there's that story behind the praise helix is because like no matter what happened, that item was there in their inventory permanently, or they couldn't get rid of Amistar or whatever. So he became the god of their party. There's Lord Helix, the god. There's the Messiah, Bird Jesus. I don't remember the Archangel all that much, but apparently they had Zapdos. I remember the King, King Fonz, Nido King, the Fresh Prince of... Yes, I remember the Fresh Prince, Air Jordan, and I remember freaking the Dragon Slayer all-terrain vehicle. Oh, God. Twitch plays Pokemon! Spin Rack is evolving. Nice. Yes. Bird Jesus! Yeah, I remember him. See, I would love to do stupid shit like that, but... Unfortunately, like... I don't think... Until I get big, I really don't expect people to start quoting me all that much, nor making fan art of things, like my own, like, personal backstories of things. Like, Twitch plays Pokemon. They have, like, a backstory of these Pokemon characters, and, like, they make fan art. Team 4-Star has different Pokemon or whatever. When their Pokemon playthroughs, they give backstories to, and they get fan art. To this day, I would love to have people make fan art of different characters that I make a backstory for, like Scope. Phantasy Star, my OC from Phantasy Star, who I'm not great at establishing backstories, but like I would love to see like fan art of her battling Dark Falls, which her backstory involves him. Stuff like that. I enjoy doing that kind of stuff, and I would love to see like fan art and stuff like that, but I don't know if any of my fans are artists in drawing or any of that regard. As much as I love Zartzicorn for making my no-scope design, I would love to see some awesome fan art of my characters and stuff. Like, that's still a dream of mine. Because I also like to... Yo, Eisen92! Welcome to the stream. I also love to just see a group of people's art. Because I'm an artist and I respect that shit. How's it going, Eisen? Fan of Bleach? I'm assuming that's where your name came from? Good. That's good. I'm assuming your name came from Bleach. Could be wrong. Just could be a name. Just could be a name. But it made me think of the villain from Bleach. Had to ask. I'm a nerd. I'm an anime nerd. And that's the only person that I can think of with that name. I gotta... Hitmonlee and Chan. Hitmonchan. But anyway, how was your day? How have you been doing? We're almost done with the Pokedex. For Gen 1 anyway. We're almost done with the Generation 1 Dix. Pokedex. The team above me is all I have left to evolve. That is currently also on my team at the moment. Hitmonlee. Ooh, I really hate his cry whenever he comes out. The end of his cry. I don't understand why the game does that for him. Or other certain Pokemon of that. Give me a sec. I need to get me some Goom and itch my ear holes. Give me that Goom. That Goom. Goom. Me. Goomy. One of my favorite dragons. Goomy and Goodra are one of my favorite dragon types. Don't know why, but I love that design for some reason. Yeah, I kind of gave up on switching Pokemon in and out. Personally, it might be faster to just focus on one until it evolves. I was just hoping to save that and cut that down by switching in and out all the Pokemon. But in the end, it's not faster for Pokemon who take longer to evolve. It may be faster for some of the early levels like 20, 25s, or whatever. But when it comes down to evolving Pokemon at 30s and 40s, it's best to focus on them. Wait, Jared, are you completing the Pokedex right now? Is that why you're evolving Pokemon? Or are you just having fun evolving for some reason? Did I get you in the mood to complete the Pokedex? I mean, do you have multiple Pokemon games to even do that with? You're not going to rely on me to complete Sun and Moon, are you? Because it's long enough trading with yourself, much less me and you trading. That'd probably be... Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, boy. It takes a long time to trade to yourself, much less someone else. Oh, boy. Okay. Like, I don't mind helping you somewhat, but man, that would take forever. Because then I gotta stop, I gotta breed a bunch of Pokemon, and then I gotta contact you to trade. Oh, Lord. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that? It's bad enough having to do that every now and then for myself, which normally I just breed all the Pokemon first, and then I trade them over. And then I start evolving them. I don't sit there, breed a team of 6 Pokemon, trade, repeat. I breed a bunch and then send them all at once. Can you imagine doing that? Breeding, trade, breed, trade, breed, trade. I wouldn't do that, though. I would breed them all and then trade them. Still, you know what they need? A mass way to trade Pokemon without taking away your items. Held items. Get on it, Nintendo. Why did you implement Pokebank and stuff like that to do that? That's freaking retarded. And not fair. Because I don't want to sit there and spend 4 hours training or trading all these Pokemon over when I can just take 30 minutes of my time and put them on Pokebank and then trade them all over mass like that. Like, seriously. I still can do it. I just don't want to lose all these items. I get it. There's a handful of items. Put them on my Pokemon, trade those, and then Pokebank the rest. But why? When I can just Pokebank all of them. I just don't get why that's a thing. I don't get why Nintendo literally intentionally wants to fuck everyone over. And it already fucked me. I lost all of my breeding items. Those wristbands that you put on the Pokemon that basically pass over, and the Destiny Knot, basically the ones that basically help you level certain stats more when you grow, or ones that help you when you breed by basically passing down that specific stat type to the Pokemon. Like, I lost all those, and I earned those in X and Y. I spent the time battling for those points, earning those, and yes, I can get them back in the later games. But that's such a pain in the ass, because it takes so long, and I'm not really there to battle. I'm there to breed. I'm at the end game. I want to breed and freaking get me shinies that I do nothing with but evolve and look at, because they're beautiful. Because I don't breed shinies to battle competitively, even though I bred shiny competitive Pokemon. Just because if I'm going to the extra mile of breeding, I might as well just add in the fact that to make them competitive, because it's gonna take more time to breed a shiny than it is to breed a competitive Pokemon. And I forgot to switch out from Mewtwo again. Good job, me. Well, whatever. Voltorb is almost a bigger ball. A small ball evolves into a bigger ball. Quite funny that I'm fighting a Haunter and I have a Voltorb on my team. That is quite funny. Get on that, Nintendo. Please implement that in some of the later games, please. I want to see Pokemon Adventures manga a Haunter take over a Voltorb or Pokeball specifically. It's not a Voltorb that he possessed. It was an actual Haunter inside of a Pokeball, which people like to speculate that that's what Voltorb is. People like to speculate that Voltorb is a Pokeball that is possessed. A possessed Pokeball still doesn't grow eyeballs and evolve. Granted, they have the same eye shape, Haunter and Voltorb, that is. I don't think a Pokeball that is possessed can evolve. Also, that Haunter in the comic was actually huge. For whatever reason. This ain't the anime where Pokemon's height and different sizes are based off their fucking level or something. Because, you know, that's really dumb. To be fair, though, that is always what I imagined what Pokemon to me would look like if I had my own in the Pokemon world and if I lived in the Pokemon world. Because I've always leveled Pokemon high levels, like high 90s, 100s. I'd always imagined my Pokemon would be drastically much bigger than Ash's. Just because I'm actually a better trainer than him. Oh, yeah, you're something special, child. Not really. I'm not that special. I'm just a 30-year-old with no future. Besides working at Sears. Aside from that and having a car, I really kind of don't have a future. Not until I get my own house. So as of right now, I have no hope. Especially with my job slowing down and me losing money. I really don't want to work at another job, damn it. I'm comfortable where I am. I always hate starting new jobs because then I gotta train and then I gotta risk. I gotta train, but then I got the risk of me not being able to be up to par. You know, that's always my biggest fear is that I know I'm slow. I'm a bit slow. So it takes me time to get used to a lot of things and it takes me time to pick up speed in some cases. And me getting a new job would just risk the fact that I need to go through training and build up speed, and there might be the chance where I don't get that. I'm surprised I even managed to get hired at Sears. I didn't think I was going to make it. Because I mean, yes, I believe in myself, but I just know myself more than anything. I can believe in myself all I want. The problem is I know firsthand about myself. I know I'm not the fastest. And intelligent. I'm not the most intelligent. I know I'm pretty smart, but I'm pretty ignorant in a lot of ways. So it's just like it's hard for me to get another job because then I just don't want. I'll risk losing I'll risk losing what I had for something that's either on par or not as good. Oh. You had to leave? It's all good. All good, man. Usually you tell me you're leaving, so I didn't even know. I just assumed my chat slowed down again, because that's usually what happens. Midway through my streams is eventually people just slow down again. It's all good. My stream also pooped too. Like internet died too. So like, shit happens, man. It didn't poop again, in case you were wondering. It's the same dead stream, but like, usually shit like that. Whenever my streams go on for several hours, eventually the chatters just stop chatting and become lurkers and occasionally say hello every now and then, which I have no problem with. At least you guys consistently chat. So it's just, I didn't even notice you were gone. I thought you were just lurking, to be fair. But welcome back, and thank you for letting me know that you're back. How's it going? You're making me hungry for some tacos. You're making me want tacos, bud. Not your fault. I'm just being goofy. I actually just ate. I don't really need any more food, to be fair. But I wouldn't mind a taco. I have not had Taco Bell in a long while. To be fair, I'm not like the most crazy into Hispanic food either. Not that Taco Bell is really authentic Mexican cuisine, but like, so there's a lot of like good Mexican cuisine I probably would never eat because I'm just not a big fan of a lot of other cultures' food. To be fair, I'm a plain guy. I like to eat my shit plain. What the fuck? How does a critical hit Hyper Beam do so much goddamn damage? I know you're strong as shit, but my lord. There's no reason for you to do that much damage. It's just Hyper Beam. Hyperburb. How do you do more than my fucking Psychic? The fuck? I mean, I get it, output-wise. Hyper Beam is far stronger than Psychic. But my lord, that damage was ridiculous. And I love how it's inconsistent, because that was the same attack that's murdered my Mewtwo several times before. And the fun fact about that, he only kills my Mewtwo one-shot-wise with a crit Hyper Beam. If you see him not crit me with a Hyper Beam, his damage output is garbage. So I don't get how a crit Hyper Beam does so much damage. A normal Hyper Beam does nowhere near half my health. I just don't get it. I don't know. I know damage output-wise in RPGs are never consistent because there's always a set range. Damage can range from, say, like 1 damage to 10. But, like, it's just weird to me, is all. At least it's not Final Fantasy II levels of damage range. 1 minute my character does several hundred, next minute my character does 90. Excuse me, Square. Excuse me. Brin, 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 ding, ding, brin, boom, brin, boom. Oh, right. I also got to start highlighting videos. Don't worry, that'll happen. For anyone who's really waiting on some of these videos to start going on YouTube, don't worry. Especially Eternal Darkness, because I know that's a requested stream that Glistener Elf really wants to watch. Don't worry, I will be getting to that. I just been very tired, and on top of me wanting to actually get my streams out there for you guys and this content, I just wanted to hear that. To be fair, I just been wanting to get this done for you guys because I wanted to get back to some other games before I start Crystal version. So I've been heavily focusing on Pokemon more than anything. And trust me, it's going to be the same once I move on to other Pokemon games. I'm going to be focusing more on those because of how long some of the grind takes. When I get to like Final Fantasy and stuff, while those are long-winded RPGs, one more rank till 20, nice. I know they're long-winded RPGs with a lot of side quests. Those aren't as bad. What am I learning here? Like, I find that Pokemon is probably going to be one of the worst and slowest and most boring RPGs to, like, watch long-winded-wise. When it comes to, like, RPGs like Phantasy Star and Final Fantasy, I think those are a bit more entertaining for Twitch viewers. I could be wrong. I know there are going to be people who actually really enjoy me doing the Pokemon stuff and completing the Pokedex, which is not something I find often on Twitch. I could be wrong. There's probably plenty of people who do this. But a lot of the more names that I enjoy watching don't. I mean, those are guys who are who actually make a living. So unfortunately, they got to focus on footage that actually makes them money. I'm not going off that. I'm going off of what I want to play and what people enjoy. Well, not so much enjoy, because I really don't know how much you guys truly enjoy my content, seeing as I don't get very many views and watch time and a lot, but I appreciate for what you guys do watch of. And I'm sure you guys watch plenty of my streams while I'm not streaming, but you get my point, right? I think. But that's awesome, though. I'm glad that you're almost level 20. I'm sure eventually I'll get the whole significance of all this, besides the fact that you use different little sticker tiers and stuff for different things, right? Or is there different level, or is there different things for viewers? Because for me, I'm level 61 and I got up to this guy. So I don't know if you got different like things to use at your levels, seeing as you're level 20. I don't know if there's like different things for viewers at rank levels. I'm sure that's a different type of rank level than what I'm thinking of, speaking of. I think, I don't know. Thank you for that. Aww. I appreciate it, Cactus. I really do. You're an amazing person. You guys are all amazing people. Everyone who is here. Whether you're consistent viewerships, my mods, or just me throwing out Mewtwo again at a Rhydon. Or, you know, just every now and then lurkers. I love all of you guys. You guys are all amazing, and you support me in any way possible. Whether it is your time, what Cactus does with the skills, or if you do litter my channel with donations and things, which I haven't gotten in a while, but I appreciate all of that nonetheless. Speaking of that, where did that all go? Also, why does my events like keep disappearing? Like, I know it's not a thing I should focus on right now, which I'm not. It's just, it bothers me that does keep disappearing, because that never used to do that. That used to be there all the time. Also, my donation thing disappeared? Where the hell did it go? Hello? Okay, that's weird. That's weird that disappeared. There it is. What the fuck? Now that's weird that disappeared. I like to keep that up there for all you guys, just because eventually I'm going to get people that's going to send me money, and I like to still thank all the people that has donated me money. And this was back when I was like, I mean, it wasn't that early. It was actually in the midst of my streaming career, I guess, if you want to call it that. But it was still early because I was still getting into the stride with Phantasy Star. That was definitely before. Most of that was definitely just as I became an affiliate. For a lot of those donations were around the time when I just became an affiliate, and that happened fast. And we're getting there. We're growing again, so I'm getting there with 6 followers on Mixer. Appreciate you guys, and over 200 finally on Twitch. So I love all you guys. Thank you very much. Not to mention, my YouTube channel is actually gaining more attention now, because yes, a lot of my fan base from YouTube is probably picking up, and I'm gaining new followers or subs on YouTube, and it means a lot. I really am curious about how many of my actual YouTube subs are actually watching, but it means a lot that I'm still growing on that as well. Even before I started to really post my videos onto YouTube, my YouTube would occasionally get a sub or two, like, every now and then. And I was just doing streams. And it's just, now that I'm streaming to YouTube, I think I'm growing a little faster on that, too. It means a lot to me. And then there's Facebook. which I think has the least. I mean, it has some people that grow, that come in and chill. But Facebook and YouTube are definitely the ones that have the least attention. Unfortunate. But I don't really consider Facebook much of a streaming platform, really, for gaming anyway. I really don't know why Facebook has a stream implementation. It really is not meant for that, at least for me anyway. But I mean, it's there. I'm going to use it. I do have my own separate like Facebook gaming page, so I don't litter my fucking own my own Facebook page with nonsense. Mew is now Nintendo 64. Shit. Oh, God, I can't wait to play some 64. Huh? That's in my closet somewhere. Yep, I'm looking right at you. With Stadium in... Wow. Really? When did I last play that? Because it has Stadium in my 64 along with the stupid expansion, or not the expansion, but the thing that allows your... No, I don't think so. I can try. I'm gonna try to see if there's any other ways to activate Oak's glitch, by the way. Oh, by the way, I actually watched the video on one of the Arceus glitch. And what the fuck? I like it, but it feels kind of weird. I don't know how people figure that shit out. For anyone who's never seen the Void glitch, look that up. Void glitch, Arceus, because you can get Arceus. You can get pretty much all the Gen 4 events in Gen 4's Void glitch. I only specifically saw the one with Arceus. I even read some comments where people fucked up the Void glitch and battled the Elite Four, or specifically the champion. I'm like, okay. It seems interesting, but there's a lot of steps involved. Literally steps. Like, you gotta take a certain amount of steps. For anyone who doesn't know, Cactus, you know because you showed me it. But Jared or anyone else who doesn't know, the Void glitch, you have to basically take the pedometer thing and walk a certain direction and a certain amount of steps, and it's weird. I can show you that video real quick after we're done here. But yeah, that Void glitch does seem interesting. Yeah, the Darkrai Shame one is easier. I just saw the Arceus one. I'm actually planning on to go check out when I'm done streaming tonight, to go actually check that out, and because I do want to test it out. I want to practice it because you said it can fuck your game up. I want to be careful not to ruin my stream, my version. Oh, by the way, speaking of this, Cactus, Jared, I think I asked you this earlier when Jared was here. Cactus, you were gone at the time. Would you guys prefer me when I play? I plan on doing a stream of... I'm currently working on Diamond. I did a stream. My first Pokemon stream was on Diamond. I currently have a mid file of Diamond. Would you like to see both Diamond version continue and a new stream of Pearl? Because what I'm going to do is I was planning on starting Pearl because I have a stream already done of Diamond. Would you like to see Diamond continue? Because I don't want to just go, oh, I'm on Gen 4 now. Let me continue Diamond. Let me continue Diamond version. I wanted to start from Platinum, but would you like to see my Diamond version stream continue? Because that was a stream I originally already was in the... I'm actually at the midst of Diamond version. Actually, I'm towards the end of the game, in fact. I'm over halfway done with the game. I have like, I think last I checked, I have like 5 or 6 badges or something like that. Would you like to see that continue? Because I was planning on doing that. I just don't want to be like, oh, I'm on Gen 4 now. I'm just going to continue Diamond version. You know what I mean? I wanted to make sure that I did a actual full stream of Gen 4 and then continue Diamond. Because Diamond, the reason why I started Diamond, for anyone who doesn't know, is because I asked, what Pokemon game would you guys like to see? And Kenny, specifically my guy in Discord, was like, hey, Diamond version, Generation 4. Okay. Apparently the transfer worked better on Diamond, so try Pearl too. Huh. Interesting. I'll do both anyway. I'm going to do one version complete, so I do have to do Pearl, because I'm not deleting Platinum, unless I buy Platinum. I mean, I can always rebuy Platinum. I have no problem with that. The only reason why I don't want to delete my Platinum version is because that's where I'm going to be doing a lot of my Pokemon chaining for some shinies. And when I do my shiny hunts, Platinum has my completed, has everything. Basically, not the Pokedex completed, but it has the Poke Radar, and I don't want to delete that. I want to keep that. That's where I'm going to get my shiny chains. So if anyone wants some shiny Pokemon, and once I get used to shiny chaining again, I can easily get slew of shiny Pokemon. And that's where a good chunk of all my shinies came from, such as Eevee. That's how I got all the Eevee forms. I got Ponyta and a bunch of... That's where Jared, that's where a lot of the shinies I was showing you the other day, a lot of those came from Platinum. I don't plan on doing the glitch on Platinum. I plan on doing it on the original too, because if I do lose those files, I don't give a damn. Unless I complete the Pokedex. But I'm not going to be doing it on Platinum because I don't want to ruin and risk losing it. Oh no, I do. I will keep that in mind. And trust me, I do plan on practicing it on the other versions. I was never going to practice it on Platinum. I was going to do it on the earlier two. Just in case that if I do practice it, I don't have the fear of losing a file that, believe it or not, the Platinum that I have is one of my original games. I know I mentioned that a lot of my games got reboughts. Crystal and Platinum are pretty much one of the few that are original. And my Platinum has whatever Pokemon remain of it. That was from the very first time I started that file. So there's a lot of history with me with that game. It has like a level 80-something Alakazam that does all the grinding, or all the chaining for me. And that has a lot of history with me. There's a reason why that some of these Pokemon were not transferred over. But yes, I will keep that in mind, and I will look up more further details, because the video I watched, the specific video I watched, didn't really explain how to activate these steps. It just showed a video of the guy taking these steps and then walking into this void. He didn't really explain very well on exactly how to activate the steps that you need. He just basically showed, walk this direction a certain amount of times, walk this direction a certain amount of times. If you didn't go to the Pal Park, basically who was it from? He basically didn't really explain very well. That is not accurate. Please don't play. Where are you? I didn't close it, did I? No, okay. Ganix? A guy named Ganix? Ganix. He was the one that I watched. I was planning on watching multiple videos when I had more time, because I actually watched this just probably like an hour ago, or something like that. It wasn't that long ago. I watched it just a little bit ago, and it was the first link that I clicked. There's another one by Retire, and another one by Min, and another one by Retire. All of which is showing how to catch Arceus specifically. But then again, I did type in Arceus. But I'm assuming they work similar ways for all the other legendaries. Why? Which specific YouTuber did you find the video from? I mean, I can actually go to an actual guide. I don't have to go to a video. Yeah, see? By using the Retire trick, it is possible to obtain Arceus via the Void glitch. The steps below must be followed exactly. The RAM values being manipulated are loaded map data, and entering any map different than the ones you encounter by following the steps below may overwrite the data we need. Steps from the Poketech Company door. Step 1. 1 step south, 17 steps west, 14 steps north, 2015 steps west. I'm sorry, I had an issue reading 2015 for some reason. 512 steps south, save or set. Step 2, 32 steps east, 384 steps south. Repeat a bunch of times. Different directions. Holy Lord. Then there's ones where it's like, well, Poketips had one on Darkrai, but yeah, Retire's the guy. Okay. And then eventually it'll have you say 63 steps east, or 64 steps east if you've already visited the Pal Park before. And then it's a bunch more steps involving more steps, up to 6 different steps total. And then once you do all through steps 6, it'll say start reset. or retire. Something like that. Oh my god, there's 6 total steps. Holy lord. That's a lot of steps. And I don't mean steps that I move. I mean like step 1, move this many steps. Step 2, move this many steps. They're like tier steps is what I mean. I know you guys I'm sure you guys know what I mean. I just don't want you to be confused when I say steps versus like actual movement. Explanation. Each step listed above loads a desired map property into the memory, which we then travel in order to encounter the property. Yeah. Yeah, retires the guy. All right. All right, so retire then. I didn't actually see that video yet. Ah! All right, Mr. Beast. I've seen you on other Twitch channels donating thousands of dollars. Yeah. All right. Let's see. You like never work for me. What is the fuck, YouTube? Let's try this. Yes. Alright. Let's take out scope. Let's close this briefly. And full screen. Just gonna skip ahead a little bit. We're gonna minus that music. But this is an example of it. Watching a video on this is really tough to do because it doesn't really explain it very well. So reading a guide while doing this would be a bit better. But this is an example of the void glitch at work. This video I didn't specifically see. Let's skip ahead a little bit, because I will eventually go into detail. Me doing it, you guys don't need to see the whole thing. You'll see me eventually try it, eventually if I can get master this. But this is exactly what the fuck. See on here on the left? This is what I meant by the steps, Jared. He has to take a certain amount of steps in different directions using the pedometer here. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Fucking 15 minutes. Goddamn ad. Oh. Come on. Here we go. He's gonna hit retire. It's basically like the Mew glitch, where the Mew, the items, the menu pops up. Instead of hitting exit, he hits retire, and then he runs into the legendary. That's Arceus specifically. There's others that you can get, but that's it. You want to know the funny thing is you can run into Arceus indefinitely. You can capture infinite Arceuses. See? Literally just ran into 2 Arceuses. Now, here's the fun thing. I ordered an Arceus event cart. I don't have to do this glitch at all for Arceus. I will have an legitimate event cart of him coming. Even before I decided to try to go for the Pokedex mastery on all the games, I was planning to buy every event cart because I want event legendaries legitimately that I already have, but I want more than them. That is pretty funny, yeah. But yeah, I want more of these event legendaries anyway. So Arceus is one that I am got coming now. And he's one of the event legendaries that I have like the least of. But yeah, this is your boy. That's an example of that. Yoink. What about Darkrai? Into the void. Yeah, they're all saying Diamond and Pearl. So I'm assuming you're right about Platinum. Holy... Ugh. Alright. After this video, I'm going back to the game. I just want to see him run into Darkrai. Look at this. They even speed up the footage. Hey, look, an ad for Black Desert. Never played it. I heard it's good, though. There we are. He just walked into freaking Darkrai's event boss room. Wow, I've never legitimately actually seen Darkrai and Diamond and Pearl. I've only gotten him through an event, not like an event item like this, so I've never seen him as a stationary Pokemon, because I've gotten him in later games through event carts or event cards. Nice shiny Absol, by the way. So I've never seen a Darkrai like a stationary in the game that he was based upon. Believe it or not, I even had Pokemon Ranger. For anyone who's played Pokemon Ranger, they had a Darkrai event, which is long over. I actually never got him, unfortunately. I gave it to my friend. He's the one who beat it and got the Darkrai. I made the mistake. His is audio only. Ah, okay. And the problem with that is that game only gave you one Darkrai. So, like, even if I wanted to get him, I don't think it would have let me. And that event is long over now. But he also came with Pokemon Ranger. The problem with that is... No, wait, I don't think any of my friends got that. Because I think that quest requires 2 people. If I recall correctly. That means my friend never got him. Me and him never got him. Because we tried to play the game together and we just never got around to doing it. If I recall correctly. Where does Eric? His is audio only. That's interesting. All right. But yeah, that's an example of the void glitch at work. The event was unreleased in Diamond and Pearl 2. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know much about... See, the thing is, I was late into the events. I didn't really start doing Pokemon events until Heart Gold, Soul Silver. So I didn't really know about Cerebi for the longest time. So I never knew about half of these events until, like, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. And that was back at, what, 2009, 2010? So unfortunately, I missed all the Arceus events. I missed the Darkrai events. I missed all of Gen 4's. You want to know the funny thing? The very first event that I've ever gotten was a legitimate Leaf Green and Fire Red event Mew at Toys R Us. There was another event back when Generation 1 was around. You want to know what was bullshit about that event? Because at Toys R Us, they had a Mew event for Red and Blue. The biggest issue I had was, it's kind of like a lottery. You know how when you pull a lottery ticket, the chances of you winning is slim? Well, imagine that, but for an event legendary. You go to Toys R Us, you pull off a sticker with a Mew on it, and you have to pray to God you won. My mom took me to Toys R Us at like 6 in the morning. It was literally, the sun was just coming up. Of course, I had my hopes. Oh my goodness. Ow.
Borderlands 2.
That's gonna be a thing regardless, but awesome. Borderlands 2. Thank you for redeeming a game request. That was in my ear holes. That is going to happen regardless of your game request. However, now that you actually requested it, unfortunately, that's going to have to wait for when I beat Half-Life. Hope you can wait. Because I have 2 other game requests. I have to finish Eternal Darkness, and I have to do a Half-Life. And then once Half-Life is done, I can do Borderlands. However, I also plan on finishing Borderlands 1. I have a stream going of Borderlands 1, and then Borderlands 2 was going to happen after that. And then I was going to continue Borderlands 3. However, Borderlands 2 was going to happen regardless. And now that you requested it, that makes it even better. So thank you for the game request. I appreciate it. I've been wanting more of those to pop. I appreciate it, my dude. Thank you, Jared. Is that a good price? I don't remember the pricing for some of that, but I hope some of those aren't too high. I don't want them to be like easily accessible either. I don't want everyone and their brother just to be able to just pop off game requests, but I hope that's a good price for some things. And a lot of them are base prices. I didn't really change a lot of them if I did at all. You're fucked and son. What'd you do? What'd you do? You didn't beat how? Is that bad? You didn't... Oh. You lost to your rival? But how are you fucked? Huh. What? Where are you? Are you not in there? Charizard, or Raichu. I mean, I get that. Thank you for the 1,000 sparks. Thank you, Cactus. That's weird. I know they're expensive, but are you, like, fucked to the point where you can't beat him? Just grind. I don't know why I'm grabbing Raichu. He's just my favorite Pokemon, so I'm taking him back. I don't plan on giving him any more use. I just want him in my party because he's my favorite Pokemon. Alright, time to complete this damn Pokedex. And move on to a different game. I actually plan on doing another game tonight. Maybe, depending on how long the rest of this takes. If I recall correctly, Kabuto and Ammonite take forever to level up, but they only require 10 levels. And Raichu is not going to get any love anyway. I just want him, just in case. Rhyhorn as well. Rhyhorn requires me to level him to, what, 42? Yeah, good lord. Okay, the last 3 Pokemon are all 40 based. Oh, good lord. They're not Dragonite level, nor are they Hydreigon level. Ugh. Fuck you, Hydreigon. I love you so much, but my lord. Was it 65 for him? And isn't Haxorus the same thing? Black and white dragon Haxorus, doesn't he require like level 65 or some shit? I just know Dragonite has been topped. Same with Dragonite Tyranitar and whatever else grows at 55. I know they've been topped. Someone definitely evolves at 65. Breeding a 6 IV Espeon. You're gonna need a bunch of things, my dude. It's not as simple as putting 2 Pokemon in the daycare and hoping for the best. You literally have to do a lot of breeding to get other Pokemon, specifically Eevee, with these IVs. You need to breed a bunch of EVs until you get an Eevee with a bunch of, like, max IVs. Can I send you a legend that totally isn't hacked? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, you guys can trade. I don't know why I'm giving you permission. Oh boy. Alright. Basically, you want to take your Pokemon of choice with a Ditto, specifically foreign. You want a foreign Ditto if you're going for a shiny, because the Masuda method. But you also want a Destiny Knot, and you want the stupid bracelets. The armlet bracelets that boost, like, your IVs as you level, or EVs as you level. I forgot what they're all called, but they're different arm bracelets that give you different stat boosts when you level. Essentially, you want to put those on a Pokemon in a Destiny Knot. Destiny Knot basically transfers over, is it your nature? Right? It's your nature, right? Because you can basically ensure the Pokemon's nature that you want. And then it's all down to whether or not you want the Pokemon's certain Pokemon ability. Not hidden ability, but like, for instance, for instance, Protein Greninja. You have a chance of either getting Protein Greninja, depending on the parent, or whatever. But yeah, Destiny Knot, I think, breeds over the nature. Because you do, if you're breeding competitive, nature is important. But the arm bracelets that you win, basically, there's like a battle mansion. I think every major later generation had a battle mansion thing. I know X and Y did, where you basically battle a bunch of trainers and you earn battle points. And you trade those battle points in for different arm bracelets and a bunch of other things. Like there's an ability capsule, basically, that allows you to switch your Pokemon's hidden or certain abilities. And stuff like that, where if your Pokemon if a Pokemon has multiple different abilities that they can use, then you can basically swap freely between them. There's a bunch of different cool things. I would look up, Jared, just please, for the sake of easier explanation, look up how to 6IV breed. Battle Royal Dome in Sun. Okay. Whatever it's called, whatever it is wherever you can get these items from. Please look up how to 6IV breed. They will tell you better than I can. Because there's a lot of steps involved. Because you can put Eevee and Ditto in the daycare all you want and breed all day. You will never get a 6IV Ditto or a 6IV Pokemon unless you know what you're doing. Heyo! You're on Mixer now? Hey, feel free to support me on Mixer too, Jared. It doesn't cost you anything to send stickers. Or skills, rather. The more you watch, just like with my channel on Twitch, the more you watch, you build up currency called Sparks, and it allows you to send shit like this. So the more you watch me on Twitch, or Mixer, you'll get Sparks, and it allows you to do the skills that me and this guy been doing. You support me too much on Twitch. Hey man, I don't care where you support me on, my dude, as long as you're here. As long as you're here. But basically, the skill currency, Sparks, are no different than the Meseta currency, but except the skills is actually something that I didn't implement. It was already there. And the more you watch my channel, the more you can do these awesome little things, which support the channel. Not in terms of giving me money, those are embers. Then there's embers, which requires you to spend money. I'm sure there's other ways to get embers, let me know. But yeah, the more you watch, the more you can send, and also the more you watch, the more your in-chat levels up. Like right now, you're level 5. The more you level up, the more awesome things you can do with it. I'm new to Mixer, so keep in mind I don't know everything. But embers are basically like bits. So if you buy embers and send them to me, that is actually basically supporting the channel in terms of money. I don't think Sparks are, or skills are. I'm trying to get used to all that. It's a lot to monitor. I never was expecting to get to deal with multiple multi-streaming. I wanted to do it for a while now, but they actually implemented into slobs. So I was like, hey, I'll do it. But like, I just unlocked, I'm currently level 61, so I unlocked this guy. I'm really going to have to hire that, because that's going to get really annoying if I don't. I mean, I love that it goes off. I'm sure you guys are going to get tired of hearing it, though, whenever you start to, because it literally is, I think, anything over like 1,000 or 2,000 gives me that alert, and once I get big, you guys are going to spam that like mad, and I'm sure it's going to get annoying. Yeah, it's 1,000 up. I really should hire that. The base was originally 5,000. What? 5,000? If you want, I can change that back. I was enjoying it at first because I'm still small. I'm sure you guys are okay with it for now. But once I get bigger and I start getting more consistent Mixer followers, then it's going to start to become a hellhole. By the way, have you followed me on Mixer yet, Jared? If you haven't, feel free to do so. Let me follow you. And let me make you a mod. You have? Okay. Alright. Cool. Well, Cactus, you are now a mod on Mixer. Oh, wait. I don't think I actually did that. Hold up. I didn't realize it was a message. I'm a follower? Excuse me? There we go. There we go. You are now a mod. Both of you are now mods on Mixer. Specifically Cactus, since he's a new mod. Because he's been consistent, and he's been helping me with Pokemon knowledge and shit. And you've been here consistently. Well, not as consistent and as long as some people that I've modded. You've been here, you've been joining daily, and you've been sending me sparks up the ass, so... Welcome to the mod. And plus, why not? I'm gonna need more mods for Mixer. But yeah, if you guys wanna help out each other on Pokemon, feel free to do so. And I'm down to help you guys in any way I can. I'm actually really enjoying Mixer. Yeah, if you guys don't want to send your code over, like, I think he means your friend code for 3DS. If you guys want to PM each other that, feel free to do so. You don't have to directly message each other on here. But yeah, if you want to, feel free to PM each other if you want to send that without actually sending it directly. And I don't know if you added me or not. Cactus, feel free to do so. I know you saw it yesterday, I think. But feel free to add mine if you need to. And you can always PM me your friend code so I can add you. Feel free to do so. I'll leave that up for a little bit. There's a guy on Twitch that gives reverse GTS Pokemon. Oh. Interesting. Either way. No, it's all good. Hey, look, this video is there permanently. You can always come back and watch this. Or you can always ask me later. Because there's my other one. And look, this is another fan of my channel. I haven't seen Ben Kapow in a while, but he's another fan on Twitch. So you guys aren't the only one. Is that a guy from... I think this Goku Black is a dude I bought off of an Amazon. There's definitely a few people on here that I definitely bought off Amazon from. Goku Black with dreadlocks. Goku Black with dreadlocks. I want to see that now. It's a Jamaican Goku Black. It's Goku Jamaican instead. Yeah, I gotta really get better at, I'm not really great at... Haunter only evolves into Gengar through trade, yes. That is correct. Just like with Machamp. And Machamp, Gengar. And for some reason my brain is derping right now. But there's, yeah. Alakazam. Yes. Yes, we can trade later. I mean, we can always trade now if you want. And don't worry, it won't cost me... Oh, when your Ghastly evolves. 25 if you don't know. Your Ghastly will evolve into Haunter at 25 if you don't know. I mean, we can always trade momentarily after you get that. It won't dampen my stream at all. I'll just be doing both. I mean... Whenever you're ready, it's right here. That's 3 levels away. Nice. Nice. How you liking Mixer? I'm liking Mixer a lot, actually. I just got to get... I want to improve my website. I just not really good at adding things to it, because I want to add like my shop onto it, like how some people have like their shops on their website where you can see like their items that they sell. I want to be able to get that on there. I just don't know how to. And like the person that I hired to make it, I tried to ask her if they can do that, and her response was, "Do you sell merch directly?" And I'm like, no, I don't. And I know you can add images of your website or other clothing stores on there without having to sell merch directly. So I find that retarded, that she could not add that. You used to use Mixer when me and my friend were friends. I'm not going to dabble into that backstory, but ouch. Sorry to hear that you and your friend aren't friends anymore. I've definitely have that. I definitely have friends that I once was friends with. Same with ex-girlfriends who, like, I was deeply in love with, who immediately dropped me like that. Because I have a few exes that I'm friends with or I'm cool with, like Carly Girl. But then there's my other ex who just, like, the moment we broke up, 2.5 years, 3 years, almost four total years. We dated 2.5 years straight. Almost 4 years total, dropped me like that. And we're not even friends anymore. And it's just like, I don't get why people do that. I mean, I get it. Some people do it because they don't want to have ties to you or anymore. But it's just like, she hates me. She like blocked me entirely. It's like that entire relationship, the moment she dumped me, she was immediately in another relationship, and then our friendship gone. And then she hates me. She blocked me entirely. I get it. You don't want me in your life to get rid of these feelings. But it's just like, you go from loving me to freaking hating me. Women. I'm sorry if there's any girls in chat. It's not just women. Men are bad too. But I'm going to tell you this right now. Not all men are the same. Also, thank you again for the sparks. Not all men are the same. Not all women are the same. But trust me, if men are bad as some women claim, women are worse. When it comes to certain things like cheating and stuff like that, women are ultimately worse. I've encountered more women that cheated on me than I have encountered men who's cheated in general. Because out of all my friends, none of the male friends that I've had has ever cheated. Tom was a player. He would be with a new woman every other week or so, but he's never cheated on them that I know of. He was just a player in high school. He just dated several different women every other week or so. And he just had bad luck with girls. Like, they would break apart or whatever, or I don't know. And he's a good guy, and he's married, so I mean, he was never a cheater. But I've met plenty of women who... I've had a girlfriend who I dated several times named Jessica. Sorry for saying your name outright, but she basically dated me several times, 3 days, would call me up. No, we would be at school, right? She would have a friend call me to dump me. Literally not even 2 seconds before I'm off the phone. I'm still on the phone, recollecting my thoughts, trying to figure out what the hell just happened. I see her walking off with another guy. That's cheating. Yeah, she dumped me. But that's cheating. She was literally with that guy before even ending it, and she didn't even end it directly. And you don't want to know the worst part is? She claims that we ended neutrally. She claims that we had a neutral end. Like, no, we did not have. We did our mutual, not neutral. Our relationship was not a mutual breakup. You broke up with me literally for no reason. And women say men are pieces of shit because they go for the guys that hurt them, then give the guys that have a good heart a chance because they would say they look ugly. I mean, that's the short bit. Yes, no. Good guys finish last. Everyone is venting it. No, yeah. That's about it, yeah. No, I just find it annoying that I get told that all men are the same when I've dated plenty of girls who've shown me that they're all the same in some regard. Because even some of the girls that I've dated that loved me eventually cheated on me, or at least, dumped me for another guy without even a second thought. Like, they would break up with me after a couple years or a year and immediately date another guy for no reason at all. And then they would come back to me, and then it would repeat. I'm just a nice guy who loves these people, so I took them back more than one occasion. And yeah, this is actually a vent stream for some reason. I've been venting on and off for different parts for some reason, but to be fair, I'm not like venting because I'm depressed or because I miss them. Like, I do miss some of these women I'm talking about. Specifically, 2 of my exes I do miss and love, but I'm not venting because, oh no, I'm depressed and I'm lonely and I want them back. No. It's kind of just coming out, and I'm not really trying to vent, and it's not really venting. I'm just talking about my past. If I was venting, trust me, you would know. I'd be pissed. I'd be mad. I'm not mad. I'm coming up with conversation. And I'm enjoying it because it's giving me things to talk about, and you guys are learning about my past, or at least me as a person in general. That's my goal, is to not only be cool with people on stream. What's a Phantump? A ghost Pokemon? That becomes a tree? Do you know the Pokemon, fuck, what was his name? Trevenant? Trevenant, I think he evolves into? He's from X and Y. It's literally the little tree stump Pokemon. If you've never played X and Y, you probably wouldn't know him. Fun fact about his backstory. Phantump is the ghost. Phantump is literally a human. A human child. The backstory on Phantump is human children that get lost in the forest become spirits that turn into Phantump. Kind of like Yamask. Read his Pokedex entry. Kind of like with Yamask, where human beings who die, the mask that a Yamask carries was their human face when they were alive. Well, Phantump is basically a child who died in the forest and became a Pokemon. Nintendo, you scare me. It's fucking dark. Says Raichu won't receive love. Wow. Alright. Maybe he's not going to receive as much love. To be fair, I kind of accidentally switched into him. I'm not about to be level 20 on... Shit. Awesome. Yeah, no, Pokemon Pokedex entries are pretty disturbing. Let's see. Hypno. There's a reason why Hypno is called the child rapist. He's not actually raping children. He's based off of a thing in Japan where there's a monster who basically takes a device that lulls kids to a sleep, kind of like in the anime where Hypno basically turned all of these innocent kids into Pokemon. You remember that episode? So basically what happens is Hypno hypnotizes these children and he kidnaps them. What he does with them after that, I don't know. But I think the main theory is that he's based on is the person that did that ate the children. I could be wrong. But Hypno would literally kidnap children. Drowsy would literally eat the dreams of children. His backstory is that he would eat the dreams of younger children, and whenever he would eat a nightmare, he would get a stomach ache. That's not the worst of the Pokedex entries. You don't recall, but I'm following. Yeah. And Drifloon is a balloon Pokemon. Basically, whenever a kid grabs onto a Drifloon, it carries them away. Literally just child naps a balloon. Just kidnaps children whenever they grab onto it. Yeah, there's a lot of child kidnapping going on. Let's see. Cacturn, or whatever his name is. Yeah, some Pokemon entries are dark and weird. Cacturn, the cactus Pokemon. Literally, it stalks its prey until they are weakened, until it literally sticks its proboscis into your body and drains your fluids. It doesn't matter if you're human, animal, or Pokemon. It will literally wait until you're exhausted, on the verge of literally passing out, and then he will literally drain your fluids. I don't know what he does with the rest of the body, but he's basically a vulture of the Pokemon universe. And there is a vulture in the Pokemon universe. The Return of the Sprite. Oh god, yes. What else is there? Dragolgi, the seaweed dragon Pokemon, literally sinks ships. He sinks ships and literally probably just murders all the people on board. So he's basically like a pirate, essentially. That's not even that bad, but that's pretty scary, the fact that he's murdering people. A lot of these are basically just murderers that I'm reading. And come on, this is an innocent kid game. Level 20 extremely soon. Aside from skills, is there a big thing for leveling? Is there other things for leveling besides having different skills? Because is viewer level different from my level? Because I'm level 61. Is there a difference between the two levels? I know my leveling is based off me watching my own stream or other streamers, but like I'm level 61. I don't know if it's because I'm a streamer and I'm watching my own stream, or if there's a difference between that level and your levels. I'm sure I'll learn in the future. I just don't know much about this stuff yet. I know there's different tiers you unlock, like different skill tiers that you unlock. I know there's probably different, like, other different effects that you can get and stuff like that. And I don't have any emotes yet for Mixer because I'm still trying to grow. And I don't think it's worth right now to ask somebody to make emotes for Mixer for me yet. But I really do want some Mixer stuff. Hey, level 20. Yeah. I really want some Mixer emotes for you guys. I do want to talk to somebody to make some for me. I just don't know if implementing some of that would be worth right now until I start to get some actual follows and actual subs or whatever the Mixer equivalent is. But yeah, I really do want to get some Mixer. I do want to get some more Twitch emotes as well, but I also want some Mixer emotes. Even on Twitch, I'm only limited to 3 emotes, but I still want to get some more for when I grow. Definitely for Mixer. I have plans. I just got to figure out what I want for a emote. And if I've already seen some stuff on this stream. You're 38. Okay. Yeah, see, I think there are different levels then, because I see when I go to my skills, I see 61. I guess when I chat, it'll probably say, yeah, I see it now. I see my 38. Yeah, on Mixer itself. Okay, I didn't realize that. I thought they were like the same thing. I see now. I see my level. I didn't realize there would be a difference. Okay, streamer level. There's a difference. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see that before. Thank you. Man, scope my picture for Mixer. That really makes a really good, like, profile pic. I like my logo that you see here on the left, the Lil B Gamer, whatever. But I really do like the scope picture. What color is Shiny Nose Pass? Like gold, I think. Gold or something stupid? Maybe like more like a bronze? Ay. Since he's a rock Pokemon or whatever it is, he's usually bronze. Or golden. I know Geodude is golden. Yeah, he's gold. Holy shit! Take care. Take care, Cactus. If you return, regardless, I'm gonna say take care nonetheless. You just got a shiny nose pass? Holy shit, congratulations! I don't know what to do for that. I really want to do something awesome for that, but I don't have, like, any ways of doing anything crazy. So I'm just going to say GG. So I'm just going to send you a GG on Mixer. I don't know what to say to that. Like, that is amazing. How does it feel? I don't know how many shinies you've... I don't know how many random RNG based shinies, like in wild shinies you've caught, but it's always the best feeling when you get an unsuspected shiny. You know what I mean? Just in the wild on its own. Like with that golem I showed you. That golem, remember I told you I caught it near Christmas time. It was around December 27th or 26th. I got a shiny Geodude, and my lord, I was like, my jaw was like, would not close. I was so excited. I was like, oh my god. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit, snap, son. Fuck yeah. I hate that thing. I hate Nose Pass. But my god, I love shinies in general. Nose Pass can go rot in hell, but my lord, I love shiny Pokemon. I can't wait to get onto Gen 2 onward. Ha. I'm gonna be doing a lot of Gen 2 shiny breeding. I can't wait. Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome when you get a shiny in the wild like that. It is so good. Like, I love shiny breeding. I love horde battle shinies, but those are like predicting. Those are like you're basically predicting that you want to get that shiny. When you find a shiny in the wild, you're not expecting it. So it's like, same thing like in Phantasy Star Online. I got my my Lavis Blade, or my Lavis Cannon, which is a 1 in 25,000 drop chance. So when I found that, it was versus, you know, a 1 in 100 drop where you get like it like all the time. So it's one of those things that it's like, yes. Yeah, it just stepped in the grass and it showed up. That's basically what I was. Here's the thing. I was grinding in Gen 4, right? I was grinding for a Rhyperior, believe it or not. Rhydon's Evolution. I was in a cave, and boom, lo and behold, a golden Geodude appeared. That's basically what it was. I was grinding. I was leveling up my Pokedex. Leveling up my Pokedex? I was getting my Pokedex completed, and I was getting a Rhyperior, who you need to evolve while holding an item in a specific location, such as that cave I was in. And that's when I caught that Geodude, and it's an amazing feeling. And then in Soul Silver, many years later, I ran into a shiny Rattata, who also happens to be gold. Don't have a picture of you, do I? Thought I had a picture of you. Yes, I don't. Facebook, I do. Facebook, I definitely posted my picture of my shiny Rattata. You've seen my shiny Golem, though. I've shown you that. To this day, I've only encountered, I think, 3 or 4 legitimate shinies in the wild. And by legitimate, I mean like RNG based, not ones where I actually tried to find with breeding or horde battling. I've only gotten like 2 or 3 in my lifetime, believe it or not. Can't believe you got a shiny. Yeah, dude, I don't know how many shinies you've ever gotten, but like, believe it or not, in my lifetime of playing Pokemon from the beginning, back in the late 90s to now, I've only caught, I think, at least 3 shinies in the wild, like, just by playing the game. That's how rare they are. All my other shinies are basically poke-chained and chain fishing, which are basically you getting bigger chances of a shiny, so they're easier, or breeding. Finding a shiny in the wild like you just did is an amazing feeling, because it doesn't happen often. And in fact, there's people who are my age that has never encountered a shiny. Let that sink in for a second. There's people who are my age who's never caught a shiny Pokemon in their entire life. I'm not counting the red Gyarados because he's given to you. Same thing with all the other shinies they throw at your ass. Those are just handed to you on a platter. I'm talking about in the wild. Now, there's a big chance out of all of these games, I may not encounter a shiny. A very big chance. But there's also a chance that I will. See? There you go. If that's your very first earned shiny in the wild, there you go. I don't know how long you've been playing Pokemon for. But there's a very big chance that if you never saw that there's a big chance that you would never have gotten a shiny. One in 8,000 chances, by the way. 8,000. That's not as big as some drops. Like Phantasy Star. My weapon was a 1 in 53 or 1 in 25,000 drop chance. I don't count Pokemon Go. I don't count Pokemon Go because it's not a main series game. I'm counting only main series games. None of the small side Pokemon games, none of the spin-offs, none of that. I don't count those. While it is nice to see shinies on those games, I don't like even Eevee Go and Pikachu Go. While they can connect, apparently with Pokemon Home and all that, I don't really count those either because shiny chaining in those games are ridiculously easy. I want to get back to that though. I want to get back to some Pokemon Go, Pikachu Go shiny hunts. I don't count that either because, yeah, that's made by Nintendo and it's part of the franchise. It's not, like, part of the main Pokemon titles to me. So I don't even count that. And that's made by Nintendo directly. I'm talking about all the colored Pokemon games and the stone Pokemon games. Color, stones, and letters. I don't know what they're going to think. And don't even forget items. I guess Sword and Shield are like items. Weapons. Gear? Well, I don't know what they're going to make next. I mean, people are literally talking about Pokemon Gun as a joke. Please don't. I don't want a gun Pokemon. People will flip their goddamn lid. Everyone's going to go crazy if they make a Pokemon Gun. You know how much backlash they're probably going to get? Because, you know, people like to bitch about the dumbest things. Oh my god, Pokemon Gun, how dare you? You're all for gun rights. Fuck you, Nintendo. You might as well go and have it. You might as well freaking support abortion too, you fuck. Not my words. I can literally see it now happening. Oh my god, you support gun rights. Because, you know, people like to over-fucking react. I'm sorry, you catching that shiny has made me excited. And it ain't even me getting that shiny. But congrats, though, dude. I'm hoping you saved. I hope you saved immediately after that. With your incident that you mentioned earlier about you getting a Pokemon or something that your game like shut off or reset or whatever, I don't want you to lose it. No. And since I played Pokemon Go from when it first aired, I unfortunately do not have... I only have like maybe 1 or 2 Gen 2 Pokemon and no shinies. Hell, I don't even have a legendary. Just because there's nothing out in PA where I live that is good for Pokemon. It's all countryside, so everything out here is the same shit. And there's no Pokestops. Well, there is one, but it's a church, and I'm not going to stand there in one Pokestop for every 5 minutes. So there's literally nothing out here. So playing Pokemon Go out here is useless for me. I have to drive places to go anywhere. And one of the places I wanted to go to was like a strip mall. And of course my internet didn't work out there. Or at least my connection to Pokemon Go wouldn't work out there. So unfortunately, even my trip out there with my parents, the sole trip out there was for me to play Pokemon Go. Didn't work. So we had to cancel that. And it sucked so bad. I mean, they tried. They helped me. They took me places to help me, you know, try to do my Pokedex at the time. And I loved it. But I also didn't like the feeling of me walking around and having people stare at me. I don't like that feeling. And trust me, I know I'm not the only zombie who did it, but it's just like, I don't like that feeling of me playing on my phone and everyone knowing what I'm doing. It just feels weird. So I don't like playing Pokemon Go in public. Yeah, I mean, I don't even like being in public to begin with. My God, stop. Your Hyper Beam does, like, little to no damage sometimes. Why is it hitting me so bad? Like, what is that shit? That is such garbage damage, and then out of nowhere, he almost murders me. A crit should not do that much damage when a non-crit does probably 100, like, less than 100 damage. Did you just get a shiny Wingull? Last I checked, he should have, like, light blue. He should have, like, light green stripes on his wings, last I checked. He's got, like, his... Hold up, guys. Sorry about that. My mom was basically telling me she withdrew money from me and was paying me back. She kept saying she does. She kept saying she has to pay me back. No, she does not. I never once stated you can withdraw money from me and pay me back. She kind of just started taking money from me and let me know, and she was letting me know she was borrowing money for bills. And then she decided on her own choice to pay me back. She doesn't have to. I'm not literally demanding it. It upsets me sometimes whenever I do randomly see my money drain, because sometimes she doesn't tell me because I find out via my bank. But I appreciate it that she does pay me back. She doesn't have to, though. But I'm sorry for anyone who left because of that. She kind of just happened out of nowhere. But yeah, she doesn't have to pay me back. I appreciate that she does. I just rather not find out that I'm missing money out of nowhere, because there's a few times where I'd look at my bank and it's like, where the hell did this go? And she doesn't even tell me. But she's getting better with that. It's okay. But she doesn't have to pay me. It's because I live here. I live with them. I don't pay bills. Well, house stuff. I pay my bills. I don't pay for living here. And her withdrawing money is essentially me paying them every month. So like I said, she doesn't have to. But I appreciate it that she does. But she keeps saying that she needs to pay me back. But no, she doesn't at all. She was about to ask what time am I going to bed tonight, I think. I mean, the moment I lay in my bed, I'm probably gonna... I'm starting to feel it, but I'm not, like, tired. But the moment I do lay down and play, like, for 5 minutes and watch something, I'm gonna conk out. That's how that always works. Oh, right, I do need to trade these to gold and silver and breed them for blue version. That's right. I do need to get these guys on blue version to breed, or to get their evolved form. I just need to send this one over specifically because blue had this one. So I am going to have to breed Kabuto to send over to blue so I can complete that. But I also want to have every copy of every Pokemon on both versions. That means I have to breed copies of all the exclusives and Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, the fossils. Don't worry, a lot of the other games that I'm completing will be on my own time. I'm not going to be streaming both blue and yellow and red and gold, silver, crystal. I'm not going to be doing every game. I am playing them multiple because I need to do so to complete the Pokedex to begin with. Did everyone leave? I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry, don't leave me. No. It's fine. I know some people are here. I know Jared and Cactus and Infamy and all you guys are still here. I'm only kidding. You guys don't. You guys can do what the hell you want. You did not catch a Shiny Wingull or run into one. No, Shiny Wingull, like I was saying, his stripes on his wings are like a green instead of a blue. That's where I got interrupted. Not that I was interrupted. And I muted everything. There's no reason to have that entire conversation. It has to do with money matters. And she does know that I'm not making as much. But it's all good. I really don't care. I live here. I should be paying off my utility stuff, but I mean, the money she does take from me goes to some of that, I'm assuming. Whatever they need to pay for, but I don't outright pay my parents for all of that. I pay my dad every month for my phone insurance and cars. My car's insurance itself, not the car payments. The car payments go straight to CarMax, but any other insurance stuff goes to my dad entirely. So I do pay that stuff. But I don't pay for the water. I don't pay for my clothes bill, water bill. I don't pay for my laundry bill. I don't pay for the light bill. I don't pay for any food expense. I don't pay for any of that. Like some people do that live with their parents. My parents would never intentionally kick me out because they know I won't be able to live on my own right now. But in the near future, they're going to want to live alone, and so am I. And I get that. And they're going to do their best to help me, but they're not going to also kick out their son. Unless I did something entirely deservable. Now, if I was my older brothers, or my older brother, or specifically one of them, yeah, they would in a heartbeat kick him out, because my brother is literally not paying my dad on time for his payments because he's living back home where my dad also owns that house. And he wants to sell it, and he's not helping. So my dad literally has to get him evicted. He's got to kick him out. He has no choice. But that brother is not a brother who's on good terms a lot of the cases. He gets on everyone's nerves, including my father. I mean, I can understand he doesn't pay for shit. My dad yells all the time that how he doesn't pay him on time. And it's just like, okay. Do what you must. I keep forgetting not to send out Mewtwo during Rhydon's fight. because he can't kill him in one hit with this shit. And with Psychic out, he's not going to kill him in one hit. I'm going to end up dying to Horn Drill before this thing kills me. Or before I kill him. I'm surprised I have yet to be hit by a 1 KO move. I mean, I know it's very low accuracy, but they've used it several times on me. And I have been hit by it before. Just not on stream yet. Okay. Nearly one whole run to get a fossil evolved. I mean, 10 levels, it's not a lot, but it's really not bad, to be fair. And Rhyhorn doesn't have much more to go himself. I mean, yeah, he does 40. He needs to level to 42. That's why I'm doing the fossils, though. Just because I don't know if they take longer. How's it going, everybody? I was hoping to do another stream tonight, but I don't think I am. Tomorrow, though, I'll definitely try to get multiple streams going. Multiple games going. Now that Pokemon will be finished momentarily till Gen 2 starts. I gotta finish off Blue, though. And I will be doing Blue and Yellow on my own time. I won't be trying to 100% the Pokedex before I start Crystal. But I will be getting all 151 on this game. And all 151 on Yellow. All 151 completed on Blue. And by that, I mean legitimately owning every Pokemon in their evolved states on each game. I'm not going to just have the Pokedex completed and have no Pokemon on there. No, I want every game to have every Pokemon legitimately on them. That's how I am. That is unfortunately how I am as a gamer. I'm a 100%er, even though I don't always 100% games in a lot of cases. That is just how I am as a gamer. I don't know if anyone who is into completing the Pokedex, I don't know if they're the same way or if they just care to just complete the Pokedex and call it a day. I personally want each game to have all of them in their evolved states, unless I'm doing the living dex, which I am on one of my games. That's literally one of each form, for anyone who doesn't know what a living dex is. Another thing I want to do, where do I go to use the fossil things? Fossil things? Fossil things? What are you talking about? I have only played Sun and Moon once, dude. I do not know town names, man. I do not know towns in that game. I have to play Sun and Moon at least a good 5 or 6 times before I can memorize locations. I barely remember town names in Gen 3 onward, my dude. I only know of a lot of the towns in Gen 1 and 2 because those have the most memory with me. I barely remember any of the town names in Gen 4, and I love Generation 4. Much less Gen 3, Gen 5, Gen 6, and Gen 7. And I love X and Y, too. X and Y is my favorite modern Pokemon game. X and Y is one of the best Pokemon games to date. And I barely know a lot of the towns in that. I remember Lumiose. That's really about it. Where do you go to revive your fossils? I have no idea. I don't know. You would have to look that up, Ben. You would have to look that up. Hey, you're level 8 now. okay, your name became green. So your name is green now because you're a mod. I was wondering why there's no like indicator on a mod. I forgot they're all based on colors. They're all based on color names. To be fair, I can actually customize that too. The colors, depending on what status you are, whether you're a mod, a normal follower, a subscriber. I can change the colors for different tiers of things, but like I really don't know what I would do for that. You think you found it? Good. Lol. Lol. Rafflecopter. Praise it. Praise it. You met the first champ of Alala. Alala. I don't know who that is. I don't even remember the champion of Alala to begin with. I just think Sun and Moon's story was just so underwhelming that I just completely disregard it entirely. And I don't really play RPGs for story. Well, I somewhat do. I mean, story is one of my favorite things in games, but like, I barely even remember any of the Final Fantasy stories. To be fair, a lot of stuff just goes in one ear and out the other. I think it's just gotten worse over the years. My brain just doesn't comprehend things unless I play it a lot of times. And I'm bad at reading between the lines. So there's a lot of games that I play and I'm paying attention thoroughly. And it just goes in one ear, out the other. Like Kingdom Hearts 3. I played that and a lot of shit was just going, you know. And I spent most of my life playing Kingdom Hearts trying to understand that story. And 3 just went, you know. Even with the new DLC, I was watching it, and literally 5 seconds into some of the, even literally minutes after watching those cutscenes, gone. Yeah, the first champion though, meaning that there's more than one champion of Alola. Who's the other champions of Alola? Because canonically in Pokemon, whenever you become the champion, you're never actually the champion after you reload your game, because you still battle the champion. So technically, you're not ever a legitimate champion in any of the Pokemon games, because even though I beat Gary several times, he's still the champion. Every time you beat Lance, he's still the champion. You may, in later games, they may throw you a party and they may reference you as some champions. You still battle the champion. So, technically, you're not actually ever the champion. The reason for this is because Pokemon is still an RPG. RPGs don't have post-game content. It's always go to the last area and then rush to the boss. There's no save points, there's nothing after them. Pokemon, I'm surprised, even has post-game. As I don't even consider it post-game, because RPGs normally do not have a post-game. The closest thing to post-games in RPGs is optional boss fights. That's what your post-game is, if even that, because you can do that before the final boss. I mean, yeah, Pokemon has Mewtwo in Gen 1, and then it has Kanto in Gen 2, but that's still part of the story and the main game. I don't consider that post-game at all. That's static, though. But yeah, the first champ of Alola. That's assuming you're the champ. That's assuming there's more than one champion. Okay, again, who's the other champions? If you're the apparent third champion and you met the first, who's the second? The official champion that you battle at the end of the Elite Four? Is that the second champion? I don't remember any of this dialogue at all. My god. No matter what setting I'm on, my computer statics to fucking hell. And now I think it's just as bad as it was before. And I'm using the stupid whatever base encoder setting that I'm using, not the NVIDIA card. I might as well just use my NVIDIA setting if it's going to static this bad. I think it's just gotten worse. I think it gets worse as I progress. I don't know why it's doing this. It's never done this before. Well, too bad. I'm not going to send my laptop in. Fuck that. That's too much money, too much worth, and I don't want to sit there and be without a computer for a day. I can't even live without my phone for more than an hour, much less my laptop. Damn you, technology. Damn you, technology. Stop making me dependent on you. No, I thought Kukui was the current champion, isn't he not? But who's the first champion? If Kukui is the current one, which I think he was, which he's not a memorable character. I mean, he's like my third favorite professor, but he's still not memorable. I'm sorry, you're not as memorable as Sycamore. Sycamore is probably one of my favorite professors besides Oak. And yes, that beats Gen 2 Elm. Elm is alright. He's really kind of does nothing to me. He kind of like does nothing. Well, Professor Kuki can do what he wants with that. My god, this money, though. This money that is god-awful. That is some shit-tier money that I have there. Apparently, Kukui is not the champion? Excuse me? I sworn he was. I mean, he was definitely there when they revived the Elite Four building or whatever they did. I really don't give a shit. It's been a long time since I played Pokemon Sun and Mun. Okay, you said... meaning that there's more than one. And if you're the third, there's someone who is number 2. The official champion that you battle. Is that not Kukui, the professor? Is that someone else? I don't remember. If she claims she's the first champion of Alola, whoever this person is, then she's the first champion of Alola. Which is interesting because no other Pokemon game has ever implemented multiple champions like that. Sun and Moon would be the first to implement multiple champions. Maybe not battling them wise, but having mentioned that she was a retired champion. Still, I'm waiting for a Pokemon game to where you are actually the champion. Plot twist? I don't see that as a plot twist. And I'm still waiting for a day where Nintendo implements you as an official champion. Literally, you gotta get your ass knocked off the throne. I don't know how they'll do it, aside from making Pokemon into a MMO. Do it, Nintendo. Make a Pokemon game online. To where we can play with friends. That's what I thought. Kukui would be 2. Make it so we can play with friends. You can even limit it to people nearby. So yes, I won't be able to play with anybody. You can do that. Just give me what I want, damn you. Make it so I can choose to be a gym leader, a possible Elite Four member, or just a normal trainer. Hell, even give me a chance to be a Pokemon master. Just give me Pokemon jobs. That's what I want. I want to be a champion. I want to be Elite Four. I want the jobs to be something that you work towards, not just, oh, you can choose to be whatever that from the beginning. You start off as like a champion, Pokemon trainer. Then you work your way up, become a grunt for the gym. Then you become a gym leader. Then you work your way up to be an Elite Four. Then you can work your way to be the champion. Then you can work your way to become the Pokemon Master, which is the best class, the highest tier class, I guess. Or you can even work your way to being the evil member of, or evil grunt of one of the evil team. The bad team, the whatever. If you so desire and want to be a thug. I want that. I want that so bad. You know what else I want? All of my Pokemon on one game. Stop giving us excuses about you trying to make the games look better when you don't actually try for the Switch version. You just basically released a 3DS game. So stop saying that, Nintendo, right now. I don't give a shit about giant Pokemon. Stop implementing bullshit. Also, change up the battle. Change up battle mechanics. I don't give a shit about Mega Evolution. That's not what I want. That's not a thing that is necessary in battle. I'm talking about combat battling styles. Something that Final Fantasy does with ATB combat. Or like how Kingdom Hearts has evolved in terms of its combat. Give me something like that. And I'm not talking about rotation battles and 2-on-2, 3-on-3 battles. Those are like the dumbest things. I hate multi-battles. I've never been a big fan of multi-battling. I'm fine with it in Final Fantasy and Phantasy Star because they're different RPGs. But no, I hate the things that they add into Pokemons to change up some of the battle mechanics, but that's not changing it up enough because it still keeps the same fucking formula. I just want... The reason why Pokemon is falling, it's not failing. The reason it's falling for me is because it's not changed. It's the same... I love Pokemon, and you can tell I wouldn't be playing this right now if I didn't. I wouldn't be supporting Nintendo if I didn't. I wouldn't buy the same games 300 times if I didn't. I will always love Pokemon. I will die for Nintendo when it comes to Pokemon. It's been my childhood since the late 90s, early 2000s. I can literally take myself to tears in how much I'm in love with the game. But they just aren't doing anything anymore. They're implementing more story and making Pokemon... I mean, Pokemon's always not really... Pokemon's never been open world, and that's not what I care about. It's always been linear. People complain too much about linearity in RPGs. Since when was Final Fantasy open worlded anyway? Final Fantasy's never been open world. People are confusing open worldness very badly. If Final Fantasy was open worlded, you'd be able to go anywhere. And no, you cannot go anywhere. There's level barriers, meaning you'll run into an enemy that's far too high for you. There's legitimately item barriers where you need a specific thing to progress to a certain spot. There's certain barriers where you need to activate in a certain event, such as dialogue from a certain person, to allow you to go to a set area. So no, Final Fantasy is not open worlded. You have a overworld map. You can walk a good chunk of these places, but they're going to block you from progression. True open worldness is you can go to any fight, to any boss at any time. Dark Souls is your closest example to a open world game from the modern era that I know of. Dragon's Dogma is pretty open worlded, but Dark Souls is one that comes to mind. It's not the only example, but it's one of them. You can go to any boss aside from the final boss. You can go to most of the bosses as early as you want. Not all of them. There's some that are locked until you progress to a certain point. But I can literally face one of the many bosses early on as possible. I can go to any area as long as I've unlocked it. And even then, you got to unlock these areas. So even Dark Souls has its limits. You also have shortcuts to previous areas. So I'm just it's annoying that people are complaining about linearity when no game is truly open-worlded. Breath of the Wild may be pretty big, but I'm sure there's barriers that block certain progression points. Maybe not, who knows. I know you can literally go to Ganon right from the get-go, from what I've heard. But, like, yeah, that's truly open world. That's more open-worlded than a lot of the games that people claim that are open-worlded. Is you can literally go right to the end of the game there. Final Fantasy, you can't do that. You're blocked. So even Final Fantasy is not open-worlded whatsoever when it comes to a lot of things. And I'm going to tell you this right now. The more that Final Fantasy progressed, the less and less open-worlded it became. The true open-worlded Final Fantasy games are the original NES and SNES versions. Those are the biggest open-worlded Final Fantasy games there are. Once they hit the modern era of the PlayStation era and beyond, it started slowly going down in terms of its in terms of open-worldness. It slowly became more and more story progression based, and you started to lose the overworld in 10 and onward. So don't give me that. I just hate when people complain.
Oh, this game's not open worlded. I can't do it if I get one. It's Final Fantasy X's too linear.
Who gives a flying goddamn fuck? Linearity is ultimately better in my opinion, just because you're not going to sit there and be confused and having to... What happens if you don't play the game for a week? You're not going to remember what you did. You're not going to remember where you go. Like, this ain't Zelda. This ain't Legend of Zelda 1, which is probably one of the most open-world games I've ever played. They don't hold your goddamn hand. You gotta sit there and push rocks to open up a pathway or find staircases. You can do whatever the hell, I'm assuming you can do whatever you want most of the time in that game. I'm sure there's progression blocks. You may need a certain weapon to beat a certain boss or whatever, but... Dark Souls doesn't have you fucking rolling into walls to find staircases and shit. I mean, there's certain illusory walls that you gotta access to maybe find a bonfire, but that game does not require you to literally access illusory walls to beat the game. So, that whole linearity sucks mentality needs to freaking stop. Just as bad as those freaking PC lovers who claim that PC is literally the only good gaming system. Which, yes, I get it. PC is great. But there's no such thing as PC Master Race or Gaming Console Master Race. None of that. We're all gamers. We're all lovers. Same thing with anime. I don't see people claiming, oh, Anime Master Race or Cartoon Master Race. Why not? Why? Because nobody gives a flying goddamn fuck. I guess I'm just a grouchy old 30-year-old. Jesus. Damn, you really just made me leave. Like, damn. Oh, yeah? I did not do a damn thing. That was your decision, my dude. But sorry. That's not family friendly. Didn't mean to push you away like that. Also speaking my mind, my dude. I don't know why my conversation made someone leave. Speaking the truth about people's hatred for open world and non-open world in these games is the stupidest thing ever. That is a fair thing. Also, if I made you leave, then you just chatted, so therefore you didn't leave. But if you left now, then cool. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. I can't win everybody. Alrighty then. Kabutapios. I mean, it is what it is. I can't win everybody. Yeah. Sorry for anyone else that I've scared off. I don't know why me talking about something that I feel is annoying and stupid for people to bitch about is going to scare people away. Because I'm not the only one who has these feelings, seriously. I just think a lot of the things that people say or whatever about certain things is the dumbest thing ever. People complain about games not being open world enough is just stupid. Bagon. Bagon evolves into Salamence. Well, not directly. He evolves into something else, and then that evolves into Salamence. But the Pokemon you're looking for is Bagon. Bagon? Bygones be bygones? He's like a weird, like, dragon thing in a rock. Like a weird stone rock thing. It's kind of like a golem, but a lizard. Kind of like a golem, but more dragon. He has, like, this weird, like, rock thing around his body. BAGON. Well, I mean, family friendly. If you've been lurking, I apologize. I made you leave. But yeah. Nothing I do can make anyone leave. I didn't make you leave. It was your decision. I can't make people leave. It's not like I forced you to get out of my street. That's another fact. Is that I can't make anybody do a damn thing. And if you find what I was saying and disagree with me, feel free to disagree. I'm going to have my opinion. But it's also true, though. Like, open worldness and non-open worldness is a stupid reason to complain about games. Like, give the game a chance. Just because certain games aren't as big as you want them to be doesn't mean they're bad, and they're ultimately better than open world games in a lot of regards. Pokemon, in my opinion, has never been open world, but the moment they started implementing all these dang story blocks, it just gets dumb. And is dumb. It's annoying. I'm sorry. I didn't like Sun and Moon's progression blocks for that reason. And I get it. Pokemon has always had progression block. But never that bad. Never as bad as it's been. My lord, what Sun and Moon has done. And then they give you the best. They give you one of the coolest things ever, but use it as a HM thing. The riding Pokemon is one of the coolest things ever. X and Y did it as well. But only in limited areas. At least with Sun and Moon, you can literally take these riding Pokemon and ride on them until whatever you don't ride on them anymore. But you also use them as HM slaves. That's cool and all, but I want implemented riding Pokemon everywhere. Don't do that. Don't do that, you slutty butt. Well, alright, I'm loading it. Get ready to pop. Get ready once I... Alright, I'm ready whenever you are, man. The fuck? My game like stuttered for a second. Take your time, dude. Mew, please. My God. Agatha. I'm just trying to beat you, not be freaking annoyed. Oh my God. Thank you. Stop. My God, Mew, please. Thank you. Fucking stall. After stall. After stall. Go suck a phantom dick. Oh. Sorry about that. Fuck, I used the wrong move. Oh my God. Is she gonna just use every status infliction in the fucking book? God damn you. I'm okay? Thank you. I hope I'm okay. Yeah, let me know whenever you have other trade evos that you need me to do. In the futon. Good. Good, I don't gotta worry about teaching you a damn move. Yeah, come on. I don't give a shit. Oh, never mind. Oh, Shadow Punch. He's not really... Yeah, he does need to learn a move. Fuck. Shadow Punch, yeah, you know what? You have better moves. Shadow Punch is a physical move, and he's not a physical user, so I'm just going to give up on that. There's no point. You have far better moves. Gengar is a special attacker, and Shadow Punch is not a good move for him. Plus, if you need to relearn, if you want to relearn that, there's always the move tutor or whatever that helps you learn forgotten moves. And I don't care if you trade me Pichu back. You can trade me whatever back for that, but I'll take the Pichu. But, yeah, there's no point in teaching him Shadow Punch. Just because, one, he's not a physical user. Unless somehow Shadow Punch is a special attack.
Whoa.
You have any more? I really don't know who else trade evolves with the newer Mons. What the fuck? That name though. Are you... I was like, what are you... You don't need it. You don't need to trade me anything. I'm only here to help you. Nah, I'm good. I don't need a Greninja. I'm good. I mean, I'll take it if you're offering, but I don't need it. I don't want to take any of your Pokemon, man. You raised that thing. I don't need anything specific from you. Yeah, I have everything, so I personally am not looking for any Pokemon. Except for any exclusives to Sun and Moon. In the future, when I get to Sun and Moon. And exclusives to Sword and Shield. But, again, when I get there. Right now, I don't really care. But, I mean, I'll take it if you're offering, I guess. I mean, I'll put that up for trade if you're offering. But I don't need it. It's on you. If not, just end the trade. I personally don't care. If we're done here, feel free to end the trade. No, that's fine. Yeah, if you're offering, I'll take it. I probably have you somewhere, but I'll take it. Hey, I'll take it. If you're offering. And then after that, trade's done, right? Because there's nothing I need. Aside from when I get to Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield, when then I'll be expecting some... well, Sword and Shield, specifically. Sun and Moon, I can just trade myself. You need Pichu for Pikachu for a key item. What? Why do you need Pichu for Pikachu for a key item? I get it, Pichu evolves into Pikachu, but what? Yeah. Okay. Well, if trade's done... Alright, cool. Yeah, that's right. Because, I mean, I can still technically trade myself with Sun and Moon. It's really just Sword and Shield that I'm going to really need the exclusives from. And I can't trade with myself because I don't have a second Swatch. A Nintendo Swatch. If anything, maybe when it gets cheap enough, I may buy the Switch Lite, but I think that's kind of really dumb considering the Switch is meant to be a mixture of both a handheld and a freaking console. So I do find it dumb to have two Switches, regardless if one's a light variant. But I may end up buying a Switch Lite just so I can trade to myself. Because I'm a loner with no friends. Ah, wow. The fuck am I doing? Oh, his Z move. I imagine. Yeah, I think it's the key item that gives him his Z move. You need to get a Pichu for that? Yeah, it's the Z move. You don't need a Pichu for that, you just need Pikachu. Unless you don't have Pikachu and you're trying to evolve Pichu into him, which is Friendship Evolution, so have fun with that. How did you not die? Praise it indeed! That's an example of praise it. Praise the Helix! That's an example of him being sturdy even in my game. God, the freaking praise it lives on. Lord Helix lives on. Even in my game. And I have nothing to do with Twatch plays Pokemon. Twatch plays Pokemon? Well, have fun with Friendship Evo, because Pichu evolves at Friendship Evolution. Have fun with that. I have a shiny Raichu from the Pichu spiky-eared Pichu event that I legitimately got ruined because Pichu would not evolve for me at an early level. Fucking took him to level 30. I'm bad at Friendship Evolutions, but man, did I do everything to make that thing fucking happy, and it still wouldn't evolve. Early. Hell, even in my gold, I have like a level 50-something Eevee who just was adamant on not evolving, and I did all that I could with haircuts and stuff like that on as soon as I can, and I'm not gonna sit there and wait days to constantly give him haircuts. I do have a shiny Raichu, yes. But it was an event. I didn't breed it. It was a Pikachu, spiky Pikachu, Pichu, spiky-eared Pichu, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, I think, event. And then I evolved Pichu into Pikachu, and then evolved Pikachu into Raichu. Therefore, I have a shiny Raichu, who is a big part of my team. But towards my competitive shininess, he is awful. However, they did implement the Super Trainer, so I could always kind of revert his EVs and make him decent. But he still evolved far too late for my liking. I'm glad for the Super Trainer thing in X and Y and Oris, but like, I don't think that's a thing in every game. I don't think that's a thing in all the new gen games. I think it was only in those. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. It could be in Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield as well. You got Cranidos and Tortuga. How'd you get 2 fossils? How'd you get 2 fossil Pokemon? Also, older fossil gens. What? You got Cranidos from Gen 4 and Tortuga from Gen 5. How does that work? Did someone trade you those? That's awesome. Am I going to be almost close to freaking leveling 2 fossil Pokemon in one dang run? I remember you guys being a pain in the shit talks leveling. I mean, Rhyhorn's going to be a bit because he evolves at 42. You can buy fossils? Man. I have done... I mean, yeah, I get it. I have legitimately done nothing in Sun and Moon. I beat the game, that is about it. I have yet to begun any of my breeding for the complete Pokedex. To be fair, I'm at 39% complete with the Pokedex. And I'm assuming that means all of it. I'm assuming that means the National Dex. But yeah, I have literally done jack shit in terms of completing the Pokedex. While I normally don't on my initial run through the game, I normally save that for the end, to be fair. But I legitimately have done nada. I bet they're expensive, but worth it if you're trying to complete the Pokedex. I'm here to help you with that. Shit, I'm going to be doing it for when I get there. My lord, it's going to take a while, but I'm going to do it. And then I'm probably going to have all of my Pokemon from Oris. I'm going to probably put them all on Sun and Moon, and I'm probably going to regret it, but I'm going to. Because I want them all on one game or another. I just hope the breeding is fun. Or at least not fun. I just hope it's okay. I just hope there's a nice area for breeding. Because I love X and Y's location for breeding, and I love Oris's location for breeding. They're perfect spots. Big, wide, open road, right near the breeding center. I gotta go back. $7,000 what exactly? I don't know what you're doing. I don't know if you mean money or if you mean like battle points. 14,000 what? Because if you're talking about money, that's nothing. If you're talking about battle points, and I don't know how much you earn per like a battle, I could assume that's a lot. But also you somehow saved up enough to buy both. So I'm assuming it may not be battle points. Wow, that's nothing. That's nothing. 7K? That's nothing. It's not a... I mean, yeah, for one, buying it for, like, outright, yeah, that's, like, expensive for an item, but $7,000 in general, it's not, that's nothing. Well, that's cool, though. I like that you can just buy old fossils outright. What I don't like is how Nintendo is making shit way too easy, though. Not that Pokemon's hard, I'm just tired of them just handing you these Pokemon. You just got one of the stupidest named Pokemon in existence. Nice. I'm sorry, I like his design. Hate the name. Type Null. I get where his name is from. Null. Nullify. Null. Making things useless. I'm assuming that's what he's named from. I also hate his trainer. Emo Kid. Like, shut up. Like, I enjoyed the ride. I enjoyed the big bad, like the lady. I liked her. I liked her daughter. I thought they were cool characters. I hated her son. Her son was just, oh my god, I have to do this every time. Ugh. 1,000 emo birds. I don't know where that came from. Sorry, I just... his design is stupid. I feel bad for the blonde girl, though. The one with the fluffy legendary that becomes Galeo. Sal Galeo. I feel bad for her because her mom is a complete bitch. But I do like the mom as a protagonist, if you want to call her that. For some reason, I don't feel like she is the protagonist, even though she not only runs the evil organization, as well as the place where all the Pokemon apparently just get freaking cloned and or frozen and whatever the hell they do to them. Experimented on. Like I like that concept that she's running that big bad place, but I really don't like her child. Her son can so dumb. I also hate Team Skull. Like the leader is alright. Lily, yeah, she's awesome. I love her. I also like the Team Skull leader, but I hate Team Skull. Hey, yo. I'm gonna rap at a Pokemon game, yo. That's gonna definitely lose. I definitely just lost every follower that I have now. That includes you. You don't like me anymore because I just did that. I'm sorry. Team Skull. Nonsense. Hey, yo. It's like, do you need to dance every fucking time? Like Nintendo, you're not even funny. It's just dumb. I do like that I do like that previous characters make a return in that game. You encounter Professor Oak. You can meet the two dudes from X and Y, the dudes that dress up as the superheroes. You can meet Red and Gary. You get to meet Looker. Did what now? Did what now? Yeah, I like that you have to help out Looker. I like that you're meeting a lot of old faces from old games. Hell, even what's his name? Cyrus from Gen 4? That scientist dude with the weird head ornament thing? You meet him too. I like that a lot. No, if you're I don't know what you're asking did what, but when I did the yo making fun of Team Skull's like stupid interactions, I said I just now lost every follower I have. And that includes you. Go ahead, you don't like me anymore, is what I said. If that's what you're asking. I don't know, you said something about I said I lost all of my followers because I did this stupid yo-yo thing. I was making fun of Team Skull's dance thing that they do every time they talk to you. And then I said, okay, I have lost all of my followers because I'm being an idiot. No, I'm only kidding. I'm not being serious. You can't take me seriously sometimes. I'm a goofball. Always will be a goofball. And an idiot. Left to say, you're the authority. Bitch, I am not the authority. There's nothing left to say, you're the authority. I am not the authority. I'm just a freaking Pokemon nerd. Bless Unleashed? It's not Bless that I played online, is it? It's not another same game, is it? Stop it, Play Asia. I don't want to see Phantasy Star 2 bundles that I can buy as an ad because that's Japanese. And why do I have to... Why buy... I mean, I will support you. But I want the physical... I want the American release. Thank you very much. And Hoopa is in the game. I learned that Pokemon that confused I learned there is a Pokemon that confused with Zekrom or Reshiram. Kyurem. Yes. And Hoopa is in the game. Hoopa is not. Hoopa is an event legendary. I mean, yes, technically the data for him is in the game, but you need to access the event. You can't just get Hoopa. And if you can, that made me going to McDonald's useless. Because I went to McDonald's for the Hoopa event. For whatever reason they had it there. Yes, every events are in the game. The stationary ones anyway. You just need a way to access them. And Hoopa's not a stationary event though. Hoopa's a Pokemon that you're given right then and there. So why it's not in the game, technically speaking. It's not like Arceus or Darkrai where you can encounter them in a certain spot in their respective games. Those are data for them in the game. Yes, there's data for Hoopa in the game, but it's a event where you get it from a trade, GTS, basically. Like going to GameStop and getting those event cards and typing in the code. Well, Hoopa was a McDonald's event. Thank God for Cerebi. If you care about event Pokemon, which Sun and Moon is probably done by this point, but if you care about event Pokemon, I suggest looking up Cerebi. Cerebi. Basically, Cerebi is Japanese Celebi. Serebii.com. Cerebi.com, I think. Nope, Cerebi.net. Excuse me. I'm surprised that didn't come up with a picture. Cerebi.net is basically, it's Celebi.net. For whatever reason, I guess whoever made the website is a big fan of Celebi. I mean, I'm not wrong. Celebi is probably one of my favorite Gen 2 actual legendary. Or actual, not Gen 2, but my favorite, probably one of my favorite actual legendary. My favorite official legendary is Darkrai. Followed by Mew. And Mew has his own personal reasons why I love him. It's because I got him on my birthday. There's no real other reason why I love Mew. I mean, I love him regardless of that. He's always been one of my favorite legendaries. But I have personal history with a Mew. It's my birthday mon. From Fire Red, Leaf Green era. The good old days. And I almost lost that cart. I almost lost him. Back when my heart gold was almost... when I left my DS at school. Glad. I'm so glad. I'm so glad I did not, because I would have been fucking pissed. Probably would not have played Pokemon for a long time. I would not quit, but I probably would not play Pokemon for a long time. Two more Mons. Did I just become Popeye? Two more Mons. It only took me probably about 70 hours to do this. The reason I say that is, yes, I've had 100 hours, but a good chunk of time was wasted just having my console on, which is not the wisest move, but a good chunk of the times I forget that I leave it on and I pass out and then I go to work. Believe it or not, this DS has survived staying on with no charger in it for 8 hours. I came home today, this thing was still alive. Probably not a good idea, but I'm kind of used to that, which is probably why a lot of my which is why a few of my handhelds, like my original DS and this, have issues with staying fully charged. I don't know about my original DS, but at least this one is probably because I definitely overcharged it. Also, another big thing about charging is when you accidentally trip over your cable and knock out your cable, it fucks the charger port up. I've definitely done that a few times. So there's reasons why the charger port's busted. Probably because I fucked it up by mistake. But I definitely have overcharged my battery. Example is because I bought the battery twice. Is there a reason you're loading indefinitely? Just making sure my YouTube stuff is alright. Now I'm being an idiot. Now I'm being an idiot. My mom actually does not watch. I'm just being stupid. I have had plenty of people who found out I streamed, and they would say hi, mom, kind of like they're on TV. That's me being an idiot. And that's my YouTube. That is my YouTube name. Man, back when I thought I was hot shit. My name has a 1 in it. Oh no, I'm so badass. I'm such a badass. I am such a badass. My name has a 1 in it. Ooh. Ooh. Rurouni Kenshin blade at Man at Arms? Damn, I don't think I've seen that one yet. Yeah, it's kind of a boring, kind of boring though. I like all the fancy anime swords that show makes. Like, come on, man. The dude made the freaking Buster Sword and the Masamune from freaking Sephiroth and Cloud, respectively. I don't think a normal katana from Rurouni Kenshin is going to be anything entertaining. For anyone who's never seen Man at Arms, basically it's a show about people who make legitimate weapons and props for actual media, like movies and shows. Well, they also get requests to make anime weapons from video games, animation shows, and stuff like that. So they made stuff from like Dark Souls, I don't know about Pokemon, but Dark Souls, Bleach, Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, maybe, and, stuff like that. And now there's an episode that I see right now on YouTube where they're making Rurouni Kenshin's reverse blade from the show Rurouni Kenshin. And it's just a katana. And it's quite boring, considering what they've made. They've made plenty of awesome shit. So if you're interested in seeing them literally chop up a bunch of random items with a sword from your favorite TV show, that might be for you. It's called Man at Arms. Man at Arms Reforged. If you're into that kind of stuff, Jared, that actually might pique your interest, to be fair. Because there's a lot of cool anime stuff that they make weapons from. Not just from anime. You got a stick from an NPC. Not just from animes. Apparently they made SpongeBob's spatula. I didn't know SpongeBob had a 3-pronged spatula. But apparently they made that as a weapon. You got a stick from an NPC. I don't know what said stick does, but what the Nintendo indeed. I mean, it's an RPG. I'm surprised Nintendo hasn't given random stupid shit like that. It is an NPC, and it is Pokemon. It is Nintendo, and an RPG, to be fair. They're going to give you dumb shit. Pokemon is known for dumb side quests, dumb delivery quests, and stuff like that. To be fair, though, I think Pokemon is one of the more tamer RPGs in terms of, like, side quests and subplots. It's not like Final Fantasy where it's like, oh, here's this. Go give me this. Go get this item. Go deliver this to this person. Go take that item, deliver it to that person. Take this item and deliver it to this person. And there you go. You get this weapon. I mean, Nintendo's been known for shit like that. With Zelda, Final Fantasy, and all a bunch of other shit. Like, let's see. They have SpongeBob Spatula. They have Alucard's Heirloom Sword from Castlevania. Ooh, they have Hammer of Sigmar Warhammer. Soul Edge and Soul Calibur? Nice. Ooh, they have Spear of Leonidas from Assassin's Creed. Elder Scrolls Dawnbreaker. Oh shit. Oh, I remember seeing that weapon. Yeah, I've seen that weapon. They have Sora's Pirate Keyblade from Kingdom Hearts 3. That dude. Supposedly it's for Farfetch'd. Ah, Sirfetch'd! Ah, so that's how you evolve into Sirfetch, I think. I don't know anything about Sirfetch, as I haven't gotten any of that. But yeah, if you're curious about what I'm looking at, freaking Sora's Pirate Blade that they made, that thing is awesome, because they literally made the wheel part of that blade actually spin. Camera. Camera. Shake it, shake it, shake it. How close do I gotta be, camera? Never mind. That's hurting my hand. They have Divine Axe Rita from the Seven Deadly Sins. They have Man in Black's Bowie Knife. Man in Black's Bowie Knife. I don't know who that is. Man in Black, not Men in Black. Oh my god, they have a Sword of Colossus from Star Trek. Okay. Now they have Lost Vein Melionidas' blade. Yeah, Man at Arms is amazing. They even have freaking Finn's Golden Sword from Adventure Time. They have Raphael's Sai. They have a Batman's Wolverine Claw. Okay, I didn't know Batman had Wolverine Claws. They even have Yoda's lightsaber. Lightsaber katana, apparently. Oh, they couldn't make it a lightsaber, so they just turned it into a katana. That's cool. They have a Captain America throwing shield. Deadly Pony. That's right, they made a freaking My Little Pony thing. And apparently Iron Man's sword, which I don't know nothing of that. Ooh, they have Squall's Gunblade. Yeah, that's right, I remember that. And apparently they made a zombie killer weapon from The Walking Dead. They made a Skyrim Dragonborn helmet. And these are freaking legitimate, really real. These are real. Meaning they can't sell them because of copyright, but they are legitimate weapons. They can be used in battle. Because they're officially these guys that do these, they actually forge weapons. Like they work at a forge. And they make props for different movies and shows. So a lot of your favorite like shows like Game of Thrones, Walking Dead, and all that, they make props for all those shows. They have Assassin's Creed a bow blade for Assassin's Creed. Ooh, they have Link's Fierce Deity Sword from the Majora's Mask. They even have freaking Sauron's mace from the Lord of the Rings. Oh my god, they have Pyramid Head's Great Knife. They have Urza Scarlet Sword from Fairy Tail. Dude, they even have... Dude, my favorite one that they've made... you can't really tell. Saw Cleaver from Bloodborne. Dude, they made a legitimate Saw Cleaver from Bloodborne. They made it a trick weapon and all. They actually made it transform and all. It's fucking awesome. Praise it! Praise it! This is it, guys. I just need to get Rhyhorn up to the 40s. This is it. $151. $151. $151. $151. $151. $151. They even have Asuna's Rapier. They have Great Sword of Artorias from Dark Souls 3, apparently. Why specifically 3? Wow, that's in Dark Souls 1 as well. Call of Duty Black Ops? Fury's song? Okay. They even have Shredder's helmet. They have Voltron's weapon. Oh, God. They even have how-to videos? Okay. How to become an epic hacker. Okay. Or how to become a hacker. Epic how-to. I didn't know they had how-tos. How to be a ninja. How do you guys know how to be a ninja? You're freaking blacksmiths. How to break out of jail. Okay. I'm gonna watch that later in case I get in prison somehow. For reasons. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm curious though. I really am curious though. Ah, okay. Then they show them wielding different weapons in 360 degrees, so you can literally rotate your your phone's camera while they make this and see around. That's cool. Ultimate D&D gaming table. Shit. Too bad. I wish I had more friends that would play D&D. I've always wanted to play D&D, but I've never had a crew to do so. I would love an Ultimate D&D gaming build. Gaming table. Super fan build. That'd be amazing. Praise it, praise it, praise it, praise it, praise it. One more Pokemon. One more. One more. One more. One more Pokemon. One more Pokemon. I'm at 150. 150. I am curious about that spatula now. Yeah, now we're getting into the older territory. I've seen all these. Machete from Pug? A machete from Pug? Who cares about Pug? I mean, I don't anyway. So my Pichu is level 24 now. Nice. Remember, happiness. Make sure Pichu wins fights. Make sure Pikachu does not die. Heal Pichu when he's low on health. Make sure he's not status affected for long. Make sure you take care of that. And give him the Soothe Bell. Soothe Bell makes Pokemon slowly happier as time progresses, and you give them levels and stuff. Make sure you level them up. Give them haircuts. Give Pichu plenty of haircuts. You can actually manipulate getting haircuts easier in later games because you can just change your clock by making your clock hit the next day by changing it to what is it, midnight, by making it 11:59, and then when the clock strikes, when you turn it to 11:59, when the clock strikes midnight or 12 o'clock, it should go to the next day. And if you're lucky, if you did it right, you should be able to immediately give your Pokemon another haircut. Just repeat that like 5 to 10 times or so, and your Pokemon should immediately be enough happy to evolve. I did that with Eevee and Gen 4's remake of Heart Gold Soul Silver, because Blue's sister will give you haircuts on top of the Goldenrod's haircut place. All you have to do is basically change the time to 11:59 and have it hit midnight, and then you can get a haircut again. Just do that a bunch, and your Pokemon will evolve literally to the next level. Soothe Bell basically makes your Pokemon happier the more they hold it and the more they battle. It just increases their happiness much further. Or look online, the fastest way to level up happiness. They'll tell you better than I. They'll most likely tell you what I just did, but probably in better detail. God, man, I have like a month's worth of footage to highlight. Ugh. I gotta stop being lazy and highlighting. I'm not really lazy about highlighting. I just been busy with work and streams. And that takes up a lot of my time, and highlighting will definitely take me several hours, but I may have to sacrifice. Well, I don't have to sacrifice anything. I can actually just highlight like 5 or 6 videos, post them to YouTube, and then just start streaming or so. I could say I could sacrifice a day of streaming to do that, but I don't technically have to. Because I come home at 3:30 or even earlier. I can just spend my time doing that. I just rather stream immediately from the get-go. The reason I did today is because I wanted to get this done. So now tomorrow I'll be doing Final Fantasy 4. I'll be kicking back off with FF4 and Kakarot. Kakarot. Oh, I'm sorry, that Broly doesn't exist anymore. We now have Awesome Broly. Broly that I actually like. In a movie that is phenomenal. Probably the best Dragon Ball movie ever made. I just swapped out to praise it. Fuck. Well. Now I'm gonna have to kill the god. Oh, because I don't wanna lose all that experience. My lord. That is some good damage for Water Gun. My god. Go, praise it. Go. Even though I don't know why I'm doing this. I accidentally made a mistake and swapped you out. Am I seriously going to take it out of freaking... Oh, there we go. What is with trainers not wanting to kill me? Fucking goddamn it. Just please kill me, god dang it. I made the mistake already. I made a big mistake by switching into him. Kunai and Shuriken, Naruto. Fight a shark. Dude. Wow. They made a DIY prop shop of Yugi's Millennium Puzzle. Really? Interesting. I'm curious about that video now. A do-it-yourself Millennium Puzzle. Rip. No wonder you leveled fast. You're traded. That makes sense now. Aw, celebrity Easter eggs. I just see Pikachu on that, and that's what caught my eye. Diva's headset. Who's Mr. Looker? A cop from Gen 4? He's an NPC from Generation 4. You're basically re-meeting a lot of characters from old games, and Looker is a cop from Generation 4. Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, specifically, I think? Yeah, he's not black and white. Right? I think. I know Cyrus is in there as well. He's also Gen 4. I think his name is Cyrus. He's a weird scientist guy with a weird head thing. If you met a weird scientist that has this weird head piece on, then you've met him. Looker is basically the David Tennant of the Pokemon world. Looker is awesome. Yeah, he's basically David Tennant of the Pokemon world. If you don't know who that is, he's the actor who plays a character in Doctor Who. He's also in Harry Potter. My god, this hoodie. This hoodie is blending in with everything because it's so freaking colorful. I love my Dragon Ball hoodies. They're so freaking comfy and colorful. Well, this one is specifically colorful. It's got a bunch of colors on it. If you're all curious as to what my hoodie is, I have a lot of Dragon Ball hoodies. This one actually might make your day, in fact. This actually might make Zero's day, too. He's actually my second favorite character. Second favorite male character. Vegeta and Trunks are my favorite male characters. Yeah, Super Saiyan Rage Trunks. I was actually going to buy this for Zero, but then I was like, I like it. I may actually, when I go visit back in Illinois, I'm definitely going to pick him up another Dragon Ball hoodie. Trunks may be my second favorite character, but this hoodie is one of the best that I have, but it's still far from my favorite one. Far from my favorite hoodie. It's actually not even I think this hoodie's probably not even in my top 5. I think my favorite hoodie is not even a Dragon Ball related. I think my favorite one is my Dark Souls hoodie. This, by far, has to be my favorite one. The Dark Souls hoodie, if I can show it off better. All the Dark Souls 1 bosses. You can see Sif. That's by far my favorite. One of my favorites. Probably my top 3. I don't even know what's my favorite, to be fair. I think my favorite is easily, it's obvious. It's by far obvious what my favorite is. I mean, why not? It's the best form Vegeta gets. Easily Vegeta's best form. Yay. Vegeta's Ultra Instinct, which is not even what it is. It's Super Saiyan Blue Mastery is what I call it. Super Vegeta Blue is another name they call it. I call it Blue Mastery, just because Vegeta doesn't really, it's not really a form upgrade. More or less, it's basically Super Vegeta without the drawback that he got versus Cell, where he's all bulky. It's basically that form, but Super Saiyan Blue, so he technically doesn't really advance much, which is why I call it Super Saiyan Blue Mastery. He just gets a lot stronger. I just hope that's more of an implementation in the rest of the manga series, because so far that's the only time you see him use that, because that's where Super ends. But that by far is my favorite form for Vegeta. I'm sorry, not a lot of people like that form. I fucking loved it. It's fucking awesome. Super is amazing. I know people dislike Super in a lot of regards. So, the show is so good. I don't know why. I know its pacing is bad, and I know its writing wasn't the greatest, but it's still a phenomenal series. The biggest problem I have with Super is that they kept changing freaking art directors. It's like, no wonder their art direction failed miserably. What? What? Don't tell me you caught a second shiny, judging by all those exclamation marks. I swear, if you caught a second shiny, you've had far better luck with that than I did, because I've never caught 2 shinies in a day, outside of trying to find a shiny. Trying to find a shiny. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I've caught all those legendaries in one day, but I was actually trying to get them. I got one of the... Ooh! I mean, that's not as cool as a shiny, but nice. Which Ultra Beast, by the way? Let me guess. Is it Buzzswole? Is it Circuitry? Ugh. Is it... Nah. No. Ultra Beast better than a shiny? Ugh, no. Unless it's a cool Ultra Beast. I'm sorry, the Ultra Beasts that I've encountered, because I haven't done Ultra yet. Damn, I really want to play Ultra now. I haven't done Ultra Moon yet, which is where they have other, I think, other Ultra Beasts that I don't know. I think Ultra may have more, but I think there's more. I think there's more Ultra Beasts that I actually caught, because I only caught Circuitry and Buzzswole that I can recall. Nilhilego? Who? Yeah, there's definitely a lot of content in Sun and Moon that I have not done. Oh, okay. So the final boss, basically. Well, not the final boss, but the final story significant boss, the freaking thing that the mother was trying to fuse with, the weird jellyfish that the lady's mom was trying to fuse with, the main antagonist. That's cool. Okay, to be fair, that's actually a cool looking Ultra Beast. I'm not gonna lie, that is the best Ultra Beast. If you encounter Circuitry and Buzzswole, oh my god, I hate them. They're so bad. Like, who wants a buff mosquito? A buff mosquito. I mean, come on, really? He didn't skip arm. He didn't skip leg day. I don't know if he skipped leg day, but he definitely didn't skip arm day. I'll tell you that. Dude's is freaking buff as shit. It's a roaming legendary. Are Ultra Beasts considered legendaries? I mean, I know they have a different. I know they're called Ultra Beasts, but they're still legendaries, right? So he's a roaming legendary, huh? Great. You know how much I love those. I hate roaming legendaries. Ugh. Oh, I can't wait to get to Oris. Like, I know getting mad legendaries in a game is kind of a pain in the ass for some people, but I really loved Oris for literally giving you every freaking legendary imaginable. That's one thing about Oris I loved, and I'm not a big fan of Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, or Ruby and Sapphire in general. And I loved the fact that you can just capture pretty much every game's legendary. Mythical? Okay, they conned a new term now? What's the difference between legendary and mythical? They're the... Is mythical a new tier now? So it's rare Pokemon, legendary, mythical, and events? the fuck? What is the difference? Literally, the only thing defining a mythical Pokemon is whether it's available only through outside the game, means like these download events. No. Mythical? Okay, then mythical would have been Mew. Celebi. Judging by what I just looked up, mythical Pokemon are Mew. No, listen to this. Literally, the only thing defining a mythical Pokemon is whether it's available only through outside the game, means like download events. So, Mew, Celebi, Jirachi, Darkrai, Arceus. They're mythical Pokemon, judging by what this said. But never once have I heard that term used until now. I've heard it used by other YouTubers, but I never knew what it meant. I never knew if there was a literal new term. Because now they're asking, is Mew a legendary or mythical? It is a mythical Pokemon, though it was previously classified as in non-Japanese media as a legendary Pokemon alongside Pokemon such as Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres is not legendary. I mean, yeah, they are. They're legendary birds. But Mew, to me, is not a mythical Pokemon. I don't know. I'm sorry, mythical and legendary are the same shit to me. Just because the word mythical was never ever used. It was always called event Pokemon. I consider Mew, Celebi, Jirachi, all those that you get from events, they're event Pokemon. They're also legendary Pokemon. Mewtwo is also a legendary Pokemon. So, like, the term mythical now being used for events is the dumbest thing ever because it was never used before. Mew's number in the national is 151, the last of the first generation being Pokemon, with being 150 being Mew and 152 being Chikorita. Why? Like, they're considering, like, I don't know. I consider legendary Pokemon to be the event-based. While, yes, Mewtwo's not a legendary. I mean, yes, he is. But, like, the legendary trio, like Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, those are legendary birds. But then there's also Mew and all those guys who are considered legendary because they're impossible to get without an event. But I just call them event Pokemon and leave the legendary status to Mewtwo and the birds and all those other guys that are stationary. So if your Pokemon is considered mythical, then no, you don't. There's no way for you to get him then. So therefore, Mr. Nihilego, or whatever his name is not a mythical. He's an in-game event Pokemon. Stop with these terms. Yeah, see here. Well, what defines a mythical Pokemon is really simple. And if I'm completely honest, the separation between the two is also dumb. So dumb, in fact, that Nintendo of America made the correct decision all those years ago when they referred to both groups as legendary, rather than using two separate terms like the Japanese version did up until, I want to say, the 4th generation or 5th. No U.S. Pokemon media has ever used the term mythical Pokemon. There we go. There were regular Pokemon, and then there were legendary Pokemon. Anything classed as mythical in Japanese version. See? Okay, it was a Japanese term. Anything classed as mythical in Japanese version was rolled into the legendary category. So what's the defining feature of a mythical Pokemon? Arceus is mythical. So does it have to do with something being featured in the myths of some region, perhaps? No. I mean, okay, I get it. I didn't realize this till now. I didn't realize what it meant. But all the event cards that you get from Toys R Us, like Mew and Genesect, they all say mythical Pokemon on them. Every single one of them says mythical. Oh. Weird. Weird that it's not showing. Can't find your Soothe Bell? Sorry to hear that. I guess I can't put that on stream. That's weird. I thought I could. Weird. I can't post it. Oh. Ah, bah. See? Mythical Pokemon. I never really paid attention to that until now. But every legendary event card has had mythical Pokemon. Yes, okay. The term mythical is not referring to your Ultra Beast, my friend. Anything that's mythical does not exist legitimately in the game beside an event. Meaning, like I said, Mew, Celebi, Jirachi, Darkrai, Arceus, Genesect, Meloetta, all of them. They're all mythical. They're legendaries, goddammit. They're event legendaries. I'm never going to call them mythical because that's the dumbest thing ever. Lance, leave me alone. I get it. I keep talking to you because I'm a dumbass. Slut is waiting. I know. Come. Oh my god, dialogue. Jesus. Okay, well, fine. You've obviously knew about the term mythical. I did not. Well, at least I did. Because I have the cards that say it. I just never used the term mythical, and I never really paid attention. I just thought it was a nice block lettering that they just put on there. I just didn't really think about it. To be fair, I'm not very observant. Because I'm sure there's times in games where you see me read something and I don't really, pay attention to whether or not something stupid happened. Or any bugs or glitches in a game or whatever, because I'm not very observant. Apparently, early on in Kakarot, Krillin says a line twice. And when he first gets to Namek, and he tells Bulma to leave Namek to go back to Earth and get Goku. Apparently, he says that twice, back to back. I don't recall that happening in my game, if it did. But I saw it in TFS when they played it. He says it twice. That's a glitch or a bug. And I'm not very observant, so I didn't notice that. And there's a lot of other things in games where I read something out loud, but I don't really react in some regard, like other people do. And I sometimes just don't think about certain things. And I don't think about certain things. I don't know. I'm just not very observant, and I don't really react a lot of ways. I just go, huh, interesting. It's not until I watch another streamer or YouTuber play it that I go, oh, okay. To be fair. I'll be having you soon, Rhydon. Funko Pop of Goku dead eating ramen noodles. Well, why is he dead, though? I mean, to be fair, he did eat ramen noodles on King Kai's planet. I want that. I want that amiibo. Or Funko Pop. I need to buy some more Dragon Ball Funko Pops. Oh, they got Mewtwo now. I never knew. Ooh, they have a Frieza one. I never noticed that they had... I never saw any Pokemon ones before. I gotta collect some of those. They have a Mewtwo, Pichu, Mr. Mime, Vulpix. I want. Ooh. They have Goku. BU World Tournament. Oh, it's the end of Dragon Ball Z. I don't know what BU stands for. Boo? I mean, Boo is spelled B-U-U, but sure. I don't... Huh. No, he didn't die from eating ramen noodles. It's Goku eating ramen noodles when he was dead. On King Kai's planet. I just asked, why is Goku dead, specifically, in that Funko Pop figure? And then I remembered, oh yeah, Goku did eat ramen noodles on King Kai's planet. Specifically ramen noodles. And other food, but I strictly remember him eating ramen noodles. And no, Goku did not die from eating food. That's impossible. What is this? Oh my god, it's Vegeta training in the freaking... Oh my god. Hey, Halo is back! 1, 2, 3. Hello. We lit? Yes. We are definitely lit. It's freaking Funko Pop of Vegeta training in freaking the capsule thing in the beginning of the Android saga. Oh, Lord, don't kill me, please. Oh, boy, come on. How you doing, Halo? I mean, I beat the Elite Four a long time ago, dude. I beat it literally the next morning, my dude. Eh. He's doing well, sitting comfortably in that box. He's sitting comfortably in my box. Doing comfortable. Not being a big part of my team anymore. He's not needed anymore. But I literally played the next morning like I promised. I woke up the next morning, I did some training that prior night, woke up the next morning and beat the Elite Four, like I promised I would. But no, Dragonite's doing fine. He's just no longer needed. He's no longer needed. As Pokemon is done. Pokemon's done. All that's left now is to evolve Rhyhorn. All that's left is Rhyhorn. To get... To evolve. I thought you would have watched several of my streams by this point, but you've missed quite a bit then. You probably did. I just don't remember seeing your chatting. But yes, no, I literally streamed the next morning. However, I don't know your time zone. If you're in the same time zones as me, which is Eastern time, I streamed whatever time in the morning. It was very early in the morning. Like 6, 7, I think it was like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning, something like that. No, wait. No, it was definitely 10. It was definitely 10 or 11 o'clock. Sorry. Yeah, no, it was definitely the afternoon. 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. I consider that the afternoon. The fuck? I don't know why I said the afternoon. My brain, I'm tired. I'm tired. It's been a long day for me. But yeah, no, I definitely did stream that following morning. But yeah, you definitely missed a lot then. If this is your first stream since... If this is your second stream since you're the last one you joined, you missed a lot. You've missed a lot, friend. Freaking Krillin with the Destructo Disc, that's funny. But, hey, though. Give it a little bit after this. Gen 2 will be starting pretty soon. I'm gonna take a bit of a break from Pokemon after this and play Final Fantasy IV and some Kakarot. But then shortly after that, I'm gonna be starting up Crystal version. So hyped! Gen 2! And guess what came in today? Pokemon and Pokemon See-Through version came in today. So hyped for Emerald. That's Emerald, by the way. Hyped for Emerald version. Tomorrow I should be getting my Leaf Green version. So then I'll have both Leaf Green and Fire Red. Now I have a new copy of Emerald because my original Emerald does no longer hold the save long enough for me to make a difference. So I'm going to hopefully see if this will save. And then I should be getting my Arceus event cart as well. And yes, I am buying the legitimate Nintendo event cartridges. I already have 2 of them. Celebi and the legendary beasts, and soon to be Arceus. And then I'm going to try to locate other ones. So I can try to get all the events legitimately besides Mew, because I cannot get a legitimate Mew in Red and Blue. I, however, have a legitimate Mew already. Several of them. It's not like that matters. They're all on Oris. All of my legitimate events are on Oris. Aside from... Sun and Moons. Besides the Sun and Moon events, they're all on Sun and Moon. Oh my god. Can this run be it, please? Can this next run be it, please? I am tired. I've been doing this for some time. I've been streaming for 3 hours this specific session. How long have I been streaming today? I think 7 hours. Holy Lord. About 7 hours today. And I say 3 hours this session is because my stream died. So then my stream is split into 2 because my internet pooped. So this is my second stream today, technically speaking. But I've been streaming for about 7 hours already. 7, 8 hours. Maybe more, because I literally came home at like 3:30 and I got on around probably like 4 o'clock. So I've been streaming for probably about the same time frame that I work. 8 hours or so. Don't forget, I have a uptime command. And rip my bot. Of course you are. What? Oh, yep, rip my bot. Of course you did. Pokedex is entirely complete. Oh, it's not! It is not entirely complete, you liar! Liar. I am not. That is wrong. My Pokedex is not entirely complete. First off, Rhyhorn's not a Rhydon. You are wrong. Alright. That is false. There we go. Uptime is now work. Yay! Yes, I have an uptime command. Jared, if you ever care to tell how long I've been streaming for, you can just type an exclamation point uptime in chat, which I already did, so you guys don't need to do it. But that's a new implemented command I made. So now you guys can see how long I've been streaming for. 3 hours specifically, this specific session. The seconds are off. But how you doing, Halo? How you been? How you been? I thought I kinda... Mr. Nanu? Who? I thought I kinda turned you away when I, failed the Elite Four, even though I, wasn't really trying to win that day. I thought I kinda, turned you away from my channel. So I didn't see you for that. I didn't see you in a while. That's okay. I apparently made some dude leave my YouTube live stream earlier today because I was complaining. I wasn't complaining. I was talking about how people bitch about open worlded games and how they hate Final Fantasy or later Final Fantasy games or other games that aren't open worlded. And some dude's like, "You're literally making me leave your channel." Damn. I'm like, because I'm complaining about or I'm having an opinion. How I hate people who complain about games that are freaking not open worlded or games. It's like, what the fuck? I have an opinion, man. Open worlded games aren't everything. I mean, they're great, yes, but people complain about the dumbest things. And then some dude's like, "You literally made me leave." I did not. I did not make anyone leave. I can't make you do a damn thing. That and I was stating the fact that I hate when people are talking about certain consoles or certain things like PC or consoles are better than others. It's like, yeah, I get it, but we're all gamers. Can't we just all fucking get along? And then dude's like, "You made me leave." It's like, what? Because I hate PC Master Race term? I hate the term PC Master Race when I love every damn console. I'm not just a console gamer. I am a everything, damn it. I find it funny, that's all. I just hate the term. stupid. PS4 Master Race. Yeah, doesn't that sound dumb? Because there's no such fucking thing. Legitimately, I am every freaking thing. I love every console or whatever. PC may be the best, but doesn't mean it's everything. It's the same damn thing. It just has better graphics and plays at a better frame rate. Whoop-de-freaking-do. And it can play harder games without much lag. I mean, not that lag is really a big thing that happens to me a lot. And even then, lag happens to me a lot on PC anyway. I don't know.